Sup?
Saw this.
What's happening?
Hey, what's up?
Hey!
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Welcome,
isn't it exciting to know
Raiders.
that you haven't seen our faces at all for this stream? Not at all.
Never
not.
once.
Not even once.
Not even twice.
Chrome definitely, for sure, was responding exactly the way that it was supposed to from the get-go.
Yeah,
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Not even for a split second. Exactly.
Listen, Balor, I've never left my mic on. I don't know what you're talking about. You have no video evidence of that.
We literally have it clipped in the clips on this channel.
It's a fake. It's a deep fake.
We clipped the clip of the clip. Dog.
Someone took my audio and put it over a clip of us, and it's fake. It's not me. It's not real.
Anyway, Benjamin, what happened last week?
You guys.
Yes, inquiring minds.
Thank you, ATOD, also for
ATOD,
for
thanks
raiding.
for the raid.
Heck
That
yeah.
means Omar will be here shortly.
Yeah.
Yay!
The full name. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, he's in trouble.
Ruh-roh. So what did happen last week? You guys, I'm gonna be totally honest, I mostly forgot.
We just talked about this yesterday.
Let's see. Yeah, I've already forgotten.
Well,
Well,
think
Ben,
about
Just
this
look
way.
at the thread of GIFs. The thread of GIFs will answer where we left off.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
true.
that's right. Also, just honestly, think about what you have planned tonight, and then just work in reverse.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna kill you all tonight, so
We did
Okay.
level up.
God, I wish I could show y'all.
Actually, Colonel Blah, that is correct. We did gain 20k XP and
Full
magical armor.
Yeah,
Right?
we're
We did.
all
That's
level
true.
20
I remember
now.
that.
Yep,
Uh-huh.
absolutely happened.
I don't know. I don't know.
So last time,
So last time,
Dragon Ball
Patchwork was
Z.
riding a school bus as a cartoon going, ha, I'm in danger. Rev died from equivalently tear gas, although not really died, just emotionally died over the course of a long date. Billion essentially opened Noah's Ark.
Started to.
Corna is just like a cute little nugget sitting there with streamers in the middle of a field going, I'm a distraction.
They are
this
Katy
is
Perry
so
fireworks.
not
thank
the
you.
type of recap that we need.
This is exactly the kind of recap you're going to get. Until someone starts taking notes and giving me a thing and be like, here, you can just read this at the top of the episode. This is
We
what
were
you're
hired
gonna
by
get.
a pixie.
And
and-
also we have a monk that is doing some sort of like pantomime thing, I have to imagine, which in our Discord channel is just a stick figure with very long eyes, which is honestly quite creepy to look at. But like, it's a great, dance.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
okay.
To be clear, I took notes.
I was gonna say two separate groups of three. Two separate groups of three.
Three separate
I
groups
can
of
do
three
math.
for a total of 6.
We're hired by the same pixie to
What's his name?
Giovanni.
Giovanni.
There we
Say his
go.
name.
Geronimo.
with a butler named Jeffrey, although
Vincent.
I'm convinced his name is Vincent.
It's not
It's
his name.
Vincent.
It's Jeffrey.
And we were sent to a carnival to free a drake from captivity.
This was 2 weeks ago.
I'm trying to give a recap. God,
Unbelievable.
a recap. We have two teams. We have Team Extract and Team Distract. Team Distract was all the boys, and they are currently trying to just set loose all of the animals in the zoo and potentially start a rave. Kind of unclear.
It did. The rave was
A rave
definitely
was
talked
sort
about.
of started.
Yeah,
Starting
absolutely.
to happen.
And then Team Extract was myself and Slade took notes.
It's
I
true.
did not promise to sing. I don't think.
I was
that's
there
the
when it
case.
happened.
No.
Oh yeah, and I
no.
definitely rolled a 12 on it.
I
So
remember that.
Yeah. Yes, let's gaslight the GM. Gaslight the GM. Let's go.
Does it work if you tell me that you're doing? Oh god,
I'm
it's
trying-
almost
I'm
more
trying
sinister.
so hard to recap what happened last session. I'm really
Katie,
trying.
come on.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on,
So
Katie.
Azad went to negotiate for the purchase of this drake. And essentially they did not buy that you were there under the pretenses that you had said that you were, because you didn't have any way to identify yourself as being anyone who would know that they were there for that reason. Which, as somebody who's trying to protect their business, is pretty reasonable. Rev went on a date with a guy who was wearing enough bathroom cologne to kill a hippopotamus. which fortunately for the hippopotamus population, none of them are at the circus, so none of them are going to die over the course of this episode.
I'm honestly surprised you didn't make me roll a Constitution check.
I thought about it and I was like, that feels mean.
Wow.
Even by my standards. But if at some point you would like to roll one of your own volition, you're always
No.
welcome to do so.
You
Yeah,
heard
that's
it here,
what I thought.
folks. Threatening to kill your characters repeatedly is less mean
Yeah.
than making them roll a Constitution check for bathroom cologne.
Bathroom cologne is borderline not allowed by the Geneva Conventions. I don't make the rules. We have, yeah.
We
Otherwise,
won't talk about the other sessions we've been having lately then. But anyways.
You heard nothing. Patchwork was like
With
sort
me.
of on guard duty, sort of like backup duty, but now you guys found yourselves like in this tent, just the two of you, somewhat isolated, with the door being blocked by a very large figure.
Yeah, I did not think this one through.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you're gonna go, okay.
In my defense, I thought I could just buy my way out of anything, and that didn't happen.
Not in this world, honey. All right.
And there's our
Omar
final
is
cast member.
here.
Hi.
Hey!
There we go.
Sorry.
No, you're all right. We're just sort of like semi-finishing up our semi-recap.
I think you just
Um,
roll for initiative. At
I
the...
did
Yeah,
have
we
you roll
did
for
roll for
initiative at the
initiative.
very
Oh.
end of the
I
session.
don't know
God, I hope
why,
you have those
though.
written
Yeah,
down
'cause
because
I do.
I did not
actually,
take notes on that part. Ever.
No, I didn't
okay,
take
I
notes on that
did.
part either.
You guys.
Oh,
I'm
there's
sorry.
no redeems?
No, there are redeems.
I have to fix my-
I got no redeems, dog.
Dang.
We added one that you might hate.
I see the redeems.
We're
I'm
not gonna
refreshing.
talk about it.
Okay, we should start the session.
Yeah. So
I'm here to
Omar.
keep everything on track.
Heck yeah. So here's where we're at. Just sort of a reminder of where people are located. We have Alistar at the like sort of platform stage
Valor
area.
already redeemed no swearing for 5 minutes.
God
Oh,
dang it!
God bless him. Oof.
You sneaky bugger. So Alistar is over by on the stage, sort of running distraction duty. Corey is about a quarter mile away, holding streamers and sparklers. It's not true. About 100. I think you said like what, 100 yards away. 100
I
feet?
am equidistant between the animals and the tent.
Okay.
At like I'm making a triangle.
Okay.
Yeah, triangulated.
Sweet. Azad is in the tent. Patchwork is in the tent. Billion is sort of around the corner at the crates, sort of like opening up the cages of the various animals. Rev is directly outside. And where we left off was Jimmy looking down, seeing a giant constrictor snake sort of like making its way rapidly towards the two of you and going, oh shit. At which point you all rolled initiative. Now, as a reminder, Alistar rolled a 22. Billion rolled a 22. Then we have Patchwork with a 17, Rev with a 16, Azad with a 15, Corno with an 8, rounds out the crew, and then various baddies are sort of intermingled. And with
Oh,
that,
we're also level 3.
you
Yeah.
are also level 3, which means that I also reworked this combat.
Ooh.
So it is going to be trickier now than it was before.
Oh, good.
So, question for you.
Answer.
Before we left last session,
Mhm.
I had said that I was holding any reaction to the animals till I saw them appear in front of us.
Yes.
And like it got a crowd reaction. Does the snake coming to Jimmy and him going, oh fuck, count as something that I can then react to
I
before
would
we start combat?
100% say that in this moment, yes, you fully have the
Great.
drop on him if you want to do something.
I do. I still want to continue to be that distraction, and I'm going to go full girly girl, shrieks, clinging to his arm. Oh my god, I hate snakes. Oh my god, ew, 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 get it, what's happening? And just like, he knows nothing that's going on in the tent behind us because he is distracted by.
Perfect. Go ahead and make a performance check with advantage.
Okay. That is a 15 on the dice for a dirty 20.
Hell yeah. You're just trying to beat his like passive perception, which is a 10. He fully buys this and is like, I'll protect you, I guess. And goes to like sort of draw his sword and prepare to defend you, this fine maiden, from a very large snake.
I'm trying to keep him right in front of that doorway so the folks inside can't get out just yet either.
Cool.
Don't trap me in there.
All right. So with that, at the top of the initiative order, Alistar, you are up first. You hear a yell from over where Azad was. What would you like to do?
Oh, being a champion of justice, Alistair will just like distraction. Forsooth, what do mine ears tell me? And immediately just run over to that scream as I think something is up, and would like to just investigate what that was.
Absolutely. As you round the corner, you see Rev clinging to Jimmy, which is an unexpected sight, because I think everyone was very much under the impression that this date was not going to be going well, and suddenly here she is, like, basically on him. But the thing that catches your eye after that moment of, like, what the fuck, is a, like, 15-foot long constrictor snake making its way rapidly towards them. And with your passive perception... Yeah, 13, you are able to see also some, like, wolves in the distance. What would you like to do?
Does this snake look like it's about to attack, or...?
It looks like it's making it... Obviously, reptile faces are hard to read. However, it does look like it is making its way towards the tent, and you know that Billion is capable of speaking with animals. So you have a sneaking suspicion that this snake is sort of like in cahoots with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess, I mean, if nothing looks like it's in danger and this is all going according to plan, I will... Hearing the scream fine, and this not even keeping them, Alistair will just kind of bust into the tent, just kind of say, I've heard a shriek, a shrill. What is the matter with thee?
Oh, you're saying that to the folks inside the tent?
Yeah.
So when you go up to the entrance of the tent, there is you see essentially the massive backside of somebody who is blocking the door.
Okay, I will, and I don't recognize his backside as.
No.
I will just kind of push him away, wanting to know with the sense of not knowing this is an act or not. Just hearing a scream will just kind of push him aside. It's like, out of mine way, and try to kind of get through this person.
Okay. So would you like to make an attack, like a shove attack?
Yeah, like a shove attack.
Okay, let's go for it.
All right. That's gonna be an 18.
That will do the thing. Let's make that contested athletics check. I'll tell you right now, this is a big boy.
Which one is that?
This is the large one that was not previously there that you are unfamiliar with.
Oh, fuck that guy.
That's standing behind
Kill him.
us
Literally kill him.
at the
He
door,
was so
right?
rude.
Yes, this is the one that has very intentionally blocked the door to keep you from being able to leave.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, so what did you roll, Alistar?
An 18.
An 18? Wow. You fully, I think, you catch this guy off guard and you sort of like judo throw him, and he sort of like tumbles out of the way, and what you see is a very tense room with people beginning to draw weapons after you come like barging in. And the person turns and is like, so this is the setup then. This is exactly what I find, and pulls out a weapon and looks at you, Azad.
Fuck.
Next in the initiative order, Billion.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
So I heard a scream from
You heard a scream?
from Rev.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm booking it towards that scream.
Okay. You round the corner, and also are greeted by the very unexpected sight of Rev like fully in Jimmy's arms as like one of the snakes that you released is like making its way right for them.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna talk to the snake. Hey there, hold on. Where are you going there?
I must feed on the smelly one.
I'm thinking it might be better to go into the tent and find some smelly guys in there. They're gonna be tasty, I promise. A persuasion? Can I do a persuasion check?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. Absolutely.
And because I'm a furball, I also get advantage on that, thankfully.
Because why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Those ears, they're hard to say no to.
Okay. No.
Roll again.
That's a 12. No.
12. Okay.
It's a hungry
Jimmy
snake.
just smells that good.
It smells that something.
Smells that good. A snake looks at you for a second. It's like, but I want the tasty, smelly one.
Ooh. Well, does it make moves then, or is
It's not yet in the initiative order, so
okay?
Yeah.
Have I taken an act? Oh, that was my action, right?
no, I would say no. It's sort of like a free. You're just chatting with it.
All right.
Yeah.
How far is the snake from the two of them?
It's about 15 feet.
All right.
Close enough that it is probably going to attack when it gets to its turn.
I mean, let it. It's fine.
No, I'm gonna say, hold on, just don't move, and I'm gonna cast Entangle on the 20 feet in front of the pair of them.
Whoa. Okay.
Just to make the snake stop.
The dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
What's the DC?
The DC is go away. 13. Oh, it's actually a strength. It's 13.
It's strength. Okay. Well, it fails. That's a 10 on the die.
Okay, great.
All right.
So that means it is restrained, and they can't move till it makes the strength check.
Okay. Inside the tent, now it is one of the bandits' turn, and he draws a light crossbow, fits a bolt into it, and Azad is going to make an attack at you. You are the person who came in and is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does a 17 hit your AC?
What does that do? Shield.
Shield. Okay.
Yeah.
What does that bring your AC to?
20.
20.
Because I also have mage armor on.
Goodness. Very cool. All right. Yeah, the arrow flies directly for your throat, and then, the bolt, and like just as it reaches you, you see this like sort of this shield of magic sort of like forms in front of it, and it glances away harmlessly and arcs out through the fabric into the distance. Okay. Next is the person with brown hair who had been sitting just across from you. They look at you and their eyes begin to glow. Azad, you take 18 psychic damage.
What? Wait. What?
No.
No.
I need you to make a DC 14 intelligence saving throw.
Wait. I don't.
As the person says, you shouldn't have come here.
Oh. Why do my hit points look so low? Okay, sorry. You said int
Because
save?
we're level 3.
Katie, that's what was level 3.
I only have 22 hit points.
Sounds right.
Yeah, more than me.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 6. That's a 6.
That's a 6?
That's a 6.
Okay. Unfortunately, Azad, you are stunned until the end of your next turn.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Is that in character?
No. I'm stunned. I can't fucking talk. It's fine. Actually, can I talk if I'm stunned?
You are...
Through like very gritted teeth. Right. Patchwork. That brings us to you.
Yes, I would like
Oh.
very much for Patchwork to reach out their mind to the big boy who just got tossed
Sure.
over. And I would very much like for them to make a wisdom saving throw
Ooh.
for me, please.
All right. What's the DC?
What the attack save is?
Yes.
12.
12. Wisdom?
Yes.
That is a 13 on the die.
Ah,
However, that is a -2 to wisdom. So that's an 11.
Okay, cool. So this big boy, suddenly around its head is going to appear a series of daggers. This boy's eyes are gonna glow with an intensity, and it is very suddenly, very, very desperately going to want to hurt the brown-haired man at the table.
Whoa, very cool.
Yeah. I can drop the spell of what this is in the
Sure.
chat. Boop boop boop. Just so you have it.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
everyone can understand.
Amazing. That's very, very cool and potentially incredibly helpful. All right. Next in the initiative order, Rev. Clinging to your handsome, albeit stinky, and by handsome I am being very generous, your cleaned up date. You are muted.
Thank you, Joriel.
I am. So can you clarify something for me
Yes,
from last session?
absolutely.
That we're all actually chit-chatting about that actually impacts what I'm about to do.
Sure.
Where is the Drake at this moment?
From where you are currently, it'd be sort of like you have to go a little bit around the corner to look in, and it is in the back of the tent.
But it is in fact in that tent.
It is still in the tent.
Cool.
Yeah.
That changes what I had planned.
Ah.
Because based on my notes, it wasn't in the tent. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. So I have seen Alistar push in past me.
Mm-hmm.
I've like heard some shit in there. I know it's probably not great, but for the sake of helping my friends, still clinging to Jimmy and doing the screamy thing, I'm just gonna like, can we go? Let's go inside, and I'm gonna pull him inside with me.
Okay.
And I'm trying to go in after Alistair. I'm trying to add myself to the chaos in this tent to be able to help my friends, and I'm trying to pull him with me and keep him between me and the people in the tent.
Meat shield. I like it.
Okay, so
I'm
you're like
meat
pushing...
shielding Jimmy. Yeah.
Okay. I think in this moment Jimmy's not necessarily interested in resisting because I don't think he wants to be any nearer the snake than you do. So absolutely, kind of like you can push him along at half of your movement speed because you are sort of like pushing him, but
That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't need that much.
Yep. But you do get in. Yeah, the two of you are now inside the tent, sort of like alongside Alistar.
Sweet. And then from behind him,
Mhm.
I would like to throw a dagger at the one that the psychic, the brown-haired one.
Okay. Go ahead and
Yeah,
make an
that's
attack
what I'm
roll.
trying. That's what I want to do. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna throw the one of them. So that is a not amazing 14 to hit.
14 just hits its AC.
All right.
Yeah.
Not amazing damage. 6 damage.
6 damage? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to-
Ooh.
Hmm?
Do I get sneak attack?
I would say they are directly across the table from Azad and are very much focused on her at the moment. You absolutely do.
Cool.
Yeah.
How does her date respond to this?
Jimmy's like, wait, what the fuck are you doing?
So that's an extra 4 damage.
Okay.
And then, yeah. And then I will bonus action, like, hide behind Jimmy.
Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
That's a natural 3 for an 8.
Yeah.
Which is, you know,
Jimmy's not that big.
it's accurate.
Yeah, your hands are like clearly visible
More for
on his
flavor,
shoulders.
it's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Azad, at the end of your turn, you are unstunned.
Oh, Can I do anything?
You cannot is the end of your turn.
Fuck.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I move or I literally just nothing?
It is truly the
Does
end of
Jimmy
your
get a
turn.
turn?
Cool.
Jimmy
Cool.
rolled really badly on initiative. He has.
You know what? That feels right.
Yeah.
That
He
feels
was
right.
very distracted.
I was kind of hoping that Rev was going to be able to hide and that they were going to think Jimmy threw the knives.
I know, I kind of was too.
Hmm.
I
No.
only rolled an 8.
I know.
Fair.
You're considering it, but that's being too kind.
You know what? I'm gonna see if this person notices before they make their move. Yeah, they definitely did. And they are going to attempt to take a shot at you with their short bow.
At me? Okay.
Yes, you do have.
Do I have
We'll say half
Jimmy cover? Meat shield?
You have Jimmy cover. Yeah.
Jimmy
Cool.
cover.
So if I miss, let's see, what's your AC? 15. If I miss by more than 5, we're gonna roll damage. Anyway, a 16, I believe, does hit you though.
Yeah. Can I cast shield?
Do you have shield?
Yeah, I have it once per long rest.
Then hell
because
yeah,
of
you
the
can.
abjuration thing. Cool,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna use that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Bolt goes right for your hand, and you feel the shield kind of cover your fist, almost like a gauntlet, like a magical gauntlet, and the arrow just arcs right off and just launches into the distance.
Cool. So I'm a 20 until next round.
Heck yeah. All right, now it is Jimmy's turn. I think Jimmy whirls around and looks at you and is like, "What the hell was that? I thought we were on a date. What is this?"
There's crossbows out and snakes. I panicked.
Make a deception check. Absolutely make a deception check.
I panicked, so I'm trying to kill your friend.
Oh, that is a natural 16.
I was gonna say
for a 19.
for 19. I was gonna say I was gonna give you disadvantage, but on the flip side, he genuinely really likes you, and I think he's willing to give you the benefit of the doubt in this moment. And it's I mean, she is a girly girl. I did see the reaction when the snake came up. It doesn't make sense. I don't know. I think he's gonna spend his turn just being like, okay, those are the people that I'm with. You can't just throw shit at them. I work for that guy.
Sorry.
That's my boss.
Okay.
Why are you hiding behind me?
I don't know. That one just shot me with an arrow.
Well, you did throw a dagger at my boss.
That one's your boss?
The one with the brown hair, yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Key piece of information.
Not my yeah. So that's the end. It's just Jimmy's turn. Jimmy is gonna argue with his date about the fact that she tried to kill his boss. Now the half ogre.
Yes.
That is currently very mind controlled because they are not wise.
Yes.
He gets to his feet. Oh boy. Oh boy.
He's supposed to make a melee attack against
He
his
is
boss.
going to do exactly that. He can just walks over and is going to attack his boss, who looks up and is like, what are you doing? Oh yeah, that's a 21 to hit. That for sure hits. Can they cast shield? No, shield doesn't even. Oh boy. Okay. Well. Okay. Oh boy. That's an 8 and a 10 on my d10s. That's 21 points of slashing damage as he just hauls off with both hands. That's
a lot of points.
Ouchie.
great for you guys, bad for my villains. Wonderful. Wow. Okay. Last but not least, Corna.
Okay. I think everyone is pretty distracted at this point. Okay, this is what I should start with this. And I cast Armor of Agathis,
Hell yeah.
As I look at a close picnic table, I'm sure that is set up for all these festivities of this
100%.
carnival.
Yep.
And I like grab a glass of water and like throw it up into the air over top of me, and I shape my hands into like a ball, and this ice kind of like crystallizes around my body, creating this armor. As
Amazing.
I now have 10 temporary hit points.
Hell yeah.
And also, if somebody hits me, they will take, or with a melee attack, they'll take 5 cold damage.
Fuck yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
That is very cool.
And then I think seeing that people are kind of gravitating towards the tent, I will head in that direction as much as I can.
Absolutely. So your movement is what, 30?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So you have on your next turn, you could get there with a dash action, and be
Okay.
like right up in the mix.
Cool. So getting ready before I
Oh yeah.
decide to put my squishy body in combat.
Squishy little body. All right.
I'm
Last-
coming.
You just back a ways off. You guys hear just the cutest little voice as like a tiny. You know the scene in Monty Python and the Holy Grail where Lancelot's just like running at the castle for like 5 minutes. It's that. It's just a little corner just running for.
I like the idea that his legs are moving so fast, though. It's just like
There's like a cloud of dust behind him as he tears off towards you. He's just like moving,
like
just,
Roadrunner style legs.
Just so small. All right, that brings us back to the top of the initiative order. Alistar, you have just watched as Azad's eyes like begin to bleed slightly from like this look that this person gave her, and right before also a like half over came over and then swatted that person with a battle axe. What would you like to do?
Seeing that someone's in trouble, Azad's taking this damage, taking this sense of a purpose, Alistair looks on over to the perpetrator of that attack, and he will walk on over and says, "Thou hast made a grave error. Thou ought to be a gentleman, and a gentleman helps, not harms, unless provoked." And in that motion, I want to whip out like a cane, and on the top, kind of like a crook cane on top, it looks to be like a silver claw, like a hand of some like maybe like a beast of some kind that he with a long like staff at the other end that he places down and kind of clinks to the ground and kind of walks on over, and in one click he's standing there, and the next he then goes and then I want to lunge and attack, kind of doing like a full-on palm strike on the perpetrator, and make an unarmed strike against him.
Heck yeah, let's do it.
Ooh, that is going to be as a natural 19, unfortunately, for a total of.
It hits. I can tell you now it hits. don't do the math. It's okay.
Plus 6, 25.
Yeah.
All right, so that is going to be.
Actually, you know what? We're gonna start instating one of the rules from Pathfinder.
Ooh.
I've been thinking about this, and this is the first time it's happened so far, and so we're going to start it. If you exceed the DC of a thing by 10 or more, including the AC, we're gonna start counting these things as crits.
Ooh.
The
That
AC
include
of this
crit
person
fails?
that includes crit fails, so be
Okay.
careful. This can also backfire horribly. However, the DC for a critical on this person is 24. Their AC is currently 14. That means that with a 25, you critically hit with this attack.
Oh.
So let's keep that in mind as we move forward. We're going to start working these things in, and this is a perfect time.
Okay, so that's 8, 9, 10. That is 11 points of damage.
Wow.
And I will, and then as I go and press with the palm of my chest, I will release an energy from my fingers. So Alistair, being level 3, got to take a monastic I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, a monastic tradition.
Yeah.
And Alistair will now reveals that he is a what is the name of this monk? It's a new monk that I have never tried before, so that's why I really wanted to do it. It is give me a second, sorry. Here it is. Way of Mercy.
Ooh.
Oh, I wanted to play one of these for such a long time. Amazing. Yeah, absolutely.
So I would like to use the Hand of Harm feature on the Way of Mercy, meaning that when I hit with an unarmed strike, I can spend 1 key point to deal an extra, to deal necrotic damage equal to 1 roll of your martial arts die, so it's a d4, and your wisdom modifier. Awesome. So does that get doubled as well?
I would say, yeah, on a crit, why not?
Okay. So that was 11 before, and plus 3, 4, 5, and with an additional 7 points, so 18 points of damage. Some of them being as I go ahead and kind of close my fist, and then I kind of release it as he is knocked back. Thou hast messes with the wrong bugbear. And I will then bonus action continue and use another key point for a flurry of blows.
Heck yes. Go ahead and continue.
Just one shot him, please. I'm begging you.
That's 2 attacks, I believe I get with flurry of blows. This is like the first time I've ever played a monk, and I'm really excited to do these things. As a bonus action, you can spend 1 key vote to make 2 unarmed strikes.
2 more,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, right. So the next one is it's 16.
16. It is going to use its reaction to make you roll that with disadvantage.
Okay.
I was hoping this person was really hoping to not have to use these, and I forgot that it could do it when you crit, which they definitely should have done the thing on, but it was too late. So they are going to instead make you roll both of your attacks with disadvantage.
Okay. So from a 16, it goes to a 17, so 16.
16. That still hits then.
Alrighty.
Oh boy.
So
they're bloodied, by the way. Like very like between the battle axe swing and your crit, this person went from being like mostly okay to now quite badly injured.
All right, so that's two key points spent. I have 1 more. And that is going to be 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the second one will be at disadvantage. All right, so natural 17, natural 15. So that's going to be I get a plus 6.
God, can I have your dice, please? Because they're doing things tonight.
These are my DM dice.
Don't
my
do
players
it.
hate these. So
Katie will
that's
curse your dice. Don't do it.
21, which I assume hits, and I will roll another d4 plus 4. So that's 6 additional points of damage. I believe it's bludgeoning damage. Yeah.
Is he dead now?
No, but like just like right on death's door. Like truly so close to dead.
And then I kind of go back into, after doing like a flurry, one first attack, and then kind of rising up and kind of doing like almost like boxing, doing the boxing bag. I hit him twice again after clenching my hands and putting myself in like a rest kata position, holding the staff, and it says, "And I shall remember, manners maketh man." And I go back into a fighting position and look on over at Azad, hoping that she's okay.
Really not. I'm so not okay right now.
Azad is only slightly less close to death than this person. Amazing. Wow, that was a fucking round. Billion, it's your turn.
All right, I'm still outside, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I panicked. Just anyone around. I think I'm like yelling this to the wolves, the badger, the snake.
The badger is like by your side, by the way.
Yeah,
like, trotting alongside you. Yeah.
Badger's been hanging out.
Yeah, hackles up, ready for whatever. Badgers have hackles.
Yeah. What is a hackle?
Hackles is like the fur on the back of the neck of a dog that stands up when they get.
That's what a hackle is.
Yeah.
So many like literary images have just been illuminated for me.
I'm sorry.
No, in the best way.
Oh, okay. Cool.
All right. Okay, listen up, y'all. I'm. You can do whatever you like. Just please don't hurt my friends. The two ladies, the little kobold, the big bugbear guy, and the weird spherical robot. All right, everybody, just lay off them, and otherwise go wild. And I drop. Actually, before I do this, I look at the snake. I'm like, all right. Yes.
So I can eat the smelly one.
If you absolutely must, yes.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to drop concentration on the roots, and they all.
All right.
Away. And run inside, please.
Okay. Fantastic. Righty. Let's see. This will be the. Oh gosh. Okay. So the bandit that had initially fired at Azad.
Let's do it again.
No, is I think immediately like confused by what's happening because of the half ogre suddenly like turning on them, and is instead going to take a shot at Alistar for having just absolutely beat the crap out of their boss in front of them. So moving right along, that's a 3. For a total of 7. I don't think that's gonna hit you. Let's see. Oh gosh, this mage. What are they going to do? They are. I think they look around and they see that what they had initially thought was like a very secure position, like they were very much in control, and have like truly things have not gone their way. Being just having like a third of their hit points removed with a single attack from one of their own party members. Like they're kind of like looking around and are going to take the disengage action and flee out the back of the tent.
There was a back this whole time? We could have just snuck in the back? Are you fucking kidding me?
You never looked.
Ah! I'm so upset.
Quick question: was this mage within 10 feet of me?
Yes, but they took the disengage action so that they cannot be attacked as they flee.
Oh, but I am a sentinel. I'm such sentinel. Even if I take a disengage action, I shall reach out and grab them before they're able to escape.
Really? Even with the disengage action?
Even with the disengage.
Oh my
not
goodness!
Able to escape from my own grasp.
Maybe. They are going to use their reaction at the end of their turn to make you roll this as part of their turn to make you roll this attack with disadvantage.
Certainly. So when you hit a creature with an opportunity, that creature's speed becomes 0 for the rest of the turn, so you won't be able to run away. Creatures provoke opportunity even if they take the disengage action.
Amazing.
Also, when
Sentinel is such a good feat.
I know, and that's
Love
what
it.
Alistair's all about. So,
Yeah.
disadvantage. Okay, so my first roll was a 15.
Okay.
Well, let's see. And my second roll was a 16.
Oh shit! This person tries to run, and you roll damage.
Okay.
I'll tell you, you can't. Here's a question for you, Alistair, because this is something that you and I have discussed previously.
Yeah, he doesn't kill, if that's what you're asking.
Okay. So this person turns to flee, and how do you knock them unconscious?
Okay, so Alistair does not, and among any circumstance, unless there is one, murder anyone. And as he sees the maid running away and says, Thou hast not received permission to leave mine own presence. Wait here and slumber. As they go, I reach out because as being a bugbear, I have long arms. I kind of grip around like Lance Armstrong, Stretch Armstrong, style. I know, I'm a Stretch Armstrong style.
Just reach out with your one testicle and
I was
smack
gonna
him
make that
unconscious.
joke, and I was like, "Don't make the joke." And
I'll make the joke.
Stretch Armstrong, I kind of wrap my lanky arms around his neck as I slowly put him to sleep with my tight grip onto the ground.
Yes, amazing. With that, because you literally can't knock them. You cannot not knock them unconscious. They are down. Amazing. Patchwork. It is your turn.
Yes. So my guy, I forgot to mention at the end of the big guy's turn, he can take another wisdom saving throw. So I
Okay.
figured we could reconcile that. Also, GM, don't forget my wild magic surge.
Right. I forgot that you do that thing.
Yeah.
So he rolled a natural 1 on his saving throw, so no problems there. But if you
Bye.
would like to roll on your magic table, your wild magic table, you are welcome to do that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just anytime Patchwork casts a level 1 or above spell, we gotta roll a d20
Yeah.
and see if we win. Would
Hell
you like
yeah.
to run that with the same ruling as the Pathfinder stuff of like the 4 levels of? Because it goes on a nat 1, but if we want to like increase
Yeah,
the
why not?
lottery, okay,
Yeah.
cool. So I'd say
you know,
like that division of 4. I'll leave it up to
Yeah.
you what that
Yeah,
division
I'm
of
here
4
for
looks
that.
like. What? I have to find the table. The table.
We can also resolve that after your turn, so you can look that up like while we're continuing to do things, and then just sort of
Cool.
like, yeah, add it in. So, what would you like to do with your turn?
I will. Patrick will keep focus on the ogre because I have to use that as my action,
Okay.
and just say like, strike him again. And that's so like if they don't fail or if they don't succeed, they're gonna hit him again.
Hell yeah. The unconscious guy.
Wait, is he unconscious?
Oh yeah, he's the one that just got choked out.
Oh, is there any other enemies?
Oh yeah, there's a couple other people in the room. Yeah, there's a couple
cool.
of
Who's
like
the next
bandits.
one? That one.
Okay.
You hit that. Next. Patrick just goes next one
It's
and
like
looks at
whack-a-mole.
the closest one who's like within sight. You can just like see this one like pink eye just like shoot to the next thing.
Oh god. No one likes a conjunctivitis eye looking at them. Yeah, that's the person that took a shot at Alistar, and the ogre, like, its head just tilts and it looks right at the person who visibly gulps as they turn very, very white. Amazing. Would you like to do
Cool.
anything else?
And I rolled an 8.
An 8. Okay. Cool. Rev. That brings it to you.
Is Alistar still standing over the unconscious one?
Yeah, sort of like. Well, actually, Alistar, why don't you answer that? I don't know.
Since I have a 10-foot reach, I feel like I would just use full on arm strength and brought him down right there and kind of like snap my arm back.
Come on. It's like Mrs. Elastic or whatever. Elastigirl.
Or Luffy from One Piece.
Okay, no. I was tempted to do something. I really don't think I'm going to be able to get that past Jimmy twice.
He's not that dumb.
I know, and I was contemplating
well enough on
trying it and being like,
you're gonna be like, I freaked out
I
again.
was hitting the person hurting them, and I was like, that's not gonna fly twice. I am gonna go ahead. So Drake is still in the corner, correct?
Drake
yes,
is in the
Drake is in the
corner.
back. Also,
Drake is
Patchwork,
in
the
the
result
corner.
is that creatures have disadvantage on saving throws against you for the next minute.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool. I am gonna go ahead and head over towards where the Drake is. I want to get as close to it as I can.
Sure. Jimmy definitely does not make an attack of opportunity against you.
Cool.
There's 2 things that you see as you get there.
Could I drag Jimmy with me as a meat shield? Still?
I think the fact that you are like touching him is like enough for him, and he's like kind of happy about it. So yeah, for sure, he's kind of like, yeah. We're going over this way now. Yeah, I mean, all right.
I'm gonna.
So
I'm
One
keeping
Drake is whipped.
my meat shield
Yeah.
as I get to the Drake.
Okay. There's 2 things that you see as you get there. 1, obviously, is the Drake. 2 is the bugbear that was here previously is cowering behind the crate.
Okay, so Rev's just gonna like roll her eyes at the bugbear and be like, What good even are you?
I don't like fighting.
Okay. Is there a lock on the Drake?
On the Drake?
Or on the cage or
on the cage itself?
whatever?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Make a quick investigation check.
Do I get
Or
that?
Arcana. Up to you.
Okay, could I use? Can I use this as my bonus action with Eye for Detail
Yes.
to make an investigation? Okay,
Yep.
cool.
I will absolutely allow
I'll
that.
do an investigation check. Oh fucking hell! That's a natural 3 for an 11. Not great.
This cage is unlike anything you've ever seen. And your initial quick inspection does not reveal any information to you that gives you anything to work off of.
I don't even know if there is a lock on it.
You're not 100% sure.
Yikes on bikes.
Yep.
Cool. I will just put myself between the bugbear and the fighting, and Jimmy between me and the bugbear and the fighting.
Okay.
And if anyone takes a shot at Azad,
Mhm.
I will use where'd it go? Where did it go? I'll use Vigilant Guardian and swap places with her.
Aww.
Oh. What's the range on Vigilant Guardian?
5 feet.
5 feet? Okay, you are not within 5 feet of Azad currently.
Never mind, I won't do that. If
Yeah,
anybody
she's
shoots
like-
at me, I'ma fucking throw a dagger at him.
Perfect. All
I thought
right.
you were gonna say I'm gonna put my date in front
Never
of
mind.
it.
I mean, also that. Okay. Cool. Azad.
Oh my god, thank fuck. I'm
It
not
is
stunned,
your
right?
turn. You are no longer stunned, but you
Okay.
are in an immense amount of psychological
Yeah.
pain.
No, I'm in excruciating pain.
Yes, your eyes are actively bleeding.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
for sure. So question. The person with the most authority is downed right now, correct?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Does there appear to be anyone else who has anyone else here, and this could be a role, but who would have any knowledge of how to open the cage?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
I'll do that. Nat 20 plus 6, 26.
Nat 26 plus 6?
Nat 26.
Okay. On a nat 20 plus an additional 6, the folks that are still conscious definitely don't know. You're based on the time that you had spent looking at this thing previously and looking around and at this person who was unconscious on the ground, you're not even sure that the person on the ground knows for certain.
Fucking tits.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, I would like to move around kind of close to where Rev is.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna kind of close my eyes and mutter to myself, be like, fine. And I'm gonna cast a healing word on myself, which is going to heal
Great
me.
idea.
Okay, all right, 8 points. Not great, but could be worse. And then what I would like to do, if you will allow it, is I would like to kind of put my hands on the cage and
Mhm.
cast detect magic to try to understand what mechanism we're working with in terms of the type of magical barrier that we have going on here.
Yeah, I'll allow that as that'd be your
Yes.
action.
Yes.
So you cast detect magic, and the first thing that you get is that there is some sort of enchantment on what it looks like the actual the physicality of the cage itself.
Okay.
So what you can see and what are not the same, which probably has something to do with like making it look fancier, or maybe concealing ways that people might try to open it from view. That kind of thing.
You might tell me this is too much to do on my turn, but I would like to begin to start feeling for a lock, like kind of just like running my hands along the bars.
I would say that you can begin the process.
Okay.
You do not find anything initially.
And I think I also say, I look at Rev and I'm like, okay, this isn't what it looks like. Find the lock. I bet you there's a lock. And I'm just kind of like groping blindly on the bars, just like feeling them up and down, doing a little like dancey dance, you know. I don't know.
You're groping and feeling up the bars. Okay. I mean, hey, at least take the cage out to dinner first, dude. Damn.
I mean, Azad did suffer psychological damage.
I did. I'm not doing well right now. My
That's for
eyes
you?
are bleeding.
I'm still, yeah. Okay. So next is one of these bandits who I think, noting how things have taken a drastic turn for the worse, is going to just turn tail and run. Like just fully out the back door of, or back like flap of this tent, and flees into the night. At least as far as you guys are able to see currently. Jimmy, I think Jimmy just like takes a moment and kind of looks around. As like, so
I'll say it.
not a date, huh? Not really a date.
Not where I thought you were taking that. I thought you were gonna ask to make out. I mean, we were on a date, and then the things happened, and then I just... Hi.
Yeah, okay. And just kind of like, he's just gonna like put his hands up, like, I don't feel like dying, so we're cool.
We could leave. Why don't we? Let's save the really expensive creature.
No,
and
it's
leave.
okay. I get now that this is like a thing, and you guys all know each other. That's okay.
It's okay. You'll meet
That's
someone
okay.
someday. I promise.
Yeah.
Is he staying in the tent, or is he trying to run out the back
No,
door?
he's not moving. He's just like,
Okay.
yeah, he's given up, and is not interested in attempting to fight with you guys.
Cool. As long as my greasy boy stays between me and everybody else, I feel great.
The half ogre is going to walk over to the other bandit who did not leave on their turn. Uh-oh. I don't think that I can not kill them, but we're going to roll this because that's a crit.
Patchwork, it's plan B. We are doing plan B now, apparently.
Mistress, we were told it was plan C, but we do see that plan C would have been logical to be plan A.
18,
That felt so shady.
24.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh no. Yeah, so this guy has 11 HP, and I just rolled 27 points of damage. This person fully gets just split vertically in half. Cranium to taint. Just bisected, and like you look, they look up, they're like, no. Wham! Just like this like gross crunching sound, and you watch as like the insides of this person begin to sort of like slowly exit their now wide open torso.
Say it tain't so.
Oh my.
I wanna go.
Who did this attack?
Pardon?
Who did this killing?
This was the half ogre.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like this like 14-foot tall mass of muscle that currently has this like crown of daggers surrounding its head, and its eyes are like glowing.
Oh, he's under the spell. Okay, got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Patchwork's doing.
Mhm.
Got it.
Yeah. Corna.
I'm coming!
Jesus Christ.
And I am like sprinting and dashing
Hell yeah.
to get to the action. I'm
Hell
like the
yeah,
last
baby.
one there, like absolutely not making it for anything. So I think there's still somebody trying to fight. If I did my math right on people who have either run away or been like cut in half.
So there are 2 people left in well, there's technically 3 left in the
Okay.
tent with you.
Yeah.
One
Heidi
is
Bugbear.
the bugbear who doesn't like fighting. One is the half ogre that is currently under a spell, which actually let me roll for that. DC 12.
Okay.
Yes.
That's 3 minus 2. That's another 1. Still very much under your
Still-
spell.
Yeah, of course.
Doesn't even care about splitting someone in half. Just
Nope.
like madness.
There's just no reaction. It
Yeah.
just.
Patrick just watches it happen and like slow blinks like a cat.
It's so disturbing. I love it. But as you arrive, there is a giant half ogre with its back turned to you, standing over the body of a horrifically bisected bandit.
Okay, so as soon as I get there, I'd like to do 2 things.
Sure.
First, I still have a bonus action, I believe.
Yes, you do.
So I would like to let out a draconic cry,
Okay.
which
What does that sound like?
we'll get there. It's all part of the 2 things. So until the start of like the next turn, my allies have advantage on attack rolls
Okay.
against all the enemies that could hear me.
Okay.
Which is why I wanted to make sure I was close. And the second thing I would want to do is also speak Draconic
Okay.
to the Drake.
Oh, interesting.
Hoping that because it's related to a dragon in some way, shape, or form, that maybe it understands me. And so I run into the tent, not really sure what to expect. Oh, you're not gonna make it past my friends!
That sounds so much like the SNL. You're not even gonna let me know it. That's exactly what that
I follow the rules.
You're gonna let me know it.
I follow the rules and I'm here last.
He's a nice guy.
Drake, use your breath weapon.
Corna, as you say this, you learn the same thing that Azad learned, which is that there seems to be some sort of barrier, like from the outside of the cage to the inside, where it is not able to, like, sound isn't able to fully penetrate the.
Did my detect magic tell me what that was? I know I have illusion magic. Was there anything else?
The illusion. It's some sort of. It is. You are not familiar with the spell. It is some sort of like. Oh gosh, what is it? Abjuration? Is that the one?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
It's
Awesome.
Strong abjuration magic.
Wonderful.
Oh, you can't hear me, huh? We'll fix that. And that'll be my turn as I kind of try to take in the whole scene.
All right.
Getting into this tent now.
Yeah. Our bugbear friend is going to continue to just sort of sit there with his hands like over his head, looking very perturbed by the goings on. Alistar.
I'll look on over at the dead body and just kind of confused and says, "Was that truly necessary?" And I'll kind of turn and look at the one that got away. And I'll just kind of say to myself with my cane in hand, "Thou shalt not start Ish if thou dost not want Ish to be." And I will kind of see where he's running, and I'll use a key point to use a bonus action to step of the wind and chase after him.
Baby. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, they are not nearly as fast as a monk. You are absolutely able to oh god, step of the wind plus your movement. Yeah, you can fully catch up to this guy.
I'm assuming he probably dashed. I don't know, but just in case he did, I would rather not take that chance. And
Yeah,
just-
he did, but it doesn't matter because you're fast as fuck, boy.
Yeah, and I kind of like bend down with my cane into my back, almost superhero pose, and then like the ground kind of breaks a little bit if there's dirt, and then I just go into a lunge and just run out of the tent, just catching up for curving in front of this fleeing. Did you say this is a bugbear or?
No, the bugbear is in the tent, just like hands over his head.
I'm planning to give the bugbear a lot of love later, just so everyone knows.
This is one of your sort of like generic bandit fellers who was there taking pot shots with the crossbows before things went south because of a very good spell that made this fight much easier than it should have been for you guys.
All right. And
Yeah.
and then with that, I'll kind of curve in front of him, and then kind of turn around and just come with an. Actually, I'm going to continue because I have this is a staff that I'm having, so I'm actually going to use it to kind of flip it around my head and crack it on his head, and make a attack with my staff and not an unarmed strike.
Okay.
Jesus.
And that is going to be. Do I get it? Did he hear the roarings of Corey? When...
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so I get advantage on this.
Yeah.
Awesome sauce. Okay.
For sure.
All right, so that's a natural 18 and 5. So I will take the 18 for I believe that's a 24.
24.
18
This
18.
is going to be a critical.
Yeah, 24.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Nelly. Okay, I don't have any more key points, so I can't do anything like flurry of blows. But
That's okay. I still think you might fucking one-shot this guy into unconsciousness.
I'm gonna. Oh, go ahead.
I just remembered something, which is that I believe that the guy who's on the floor right now said that someone else was coming here tonight who was a buyer of this guy. So that's a thing that we should think about for sure. Anyway, go on.
I didn't say which one is now, so I'm just gonna say I did it with one hand instead of two.
Okay.
And this is a D6, so that's gonna be. Where is my actions? Here it is. Okay, so that is going to be the first one's going to be 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh, actually no, it's crit, so I gotta roll twice. Hold on.
Yes.
Sorry. So 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
What does it look like as you rock this dude's world and put him face first, unconscious, into the dirt?
Okay, yes, non-lethal, of course, as always, as I go curving in front of him using the wind as my guide, kind of flip with one hand the crook cane that I have and just whack him across the head with all of his force. Just instantly, he just sees nothing but stars, knocks out, and just falls to the ground as I stand over him and says, "Thou shouldn't run, but face thy own mistakes." And end my turn there.
Hell yeah. His eyes just fully cross, and I think he like skids slowly in the dirt in front of you as he comes to a halt. Incredible. So I do have a question for you, Patchwork, as we like continue sort of in initiative order, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
How long does this spell last?
It lasts as long as I mentally choose. It's really just if I command them, they'll hit something
Mm-hmm.
unless they save, or if I decide not to.
Okay.
The spell can end. So it's like either they save or I go, we're done. So
Amazing. So theoretically,
yeah, just
forever.
if there's someone to hit, a living creature in range.
Have it hit the cage.
I was
Oh.
gonna do that.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. All right. So we are then more or less out of initiative order. I guess I'll roll a couple more times for the half ogre to see if he saves at any point in the near future. But I think at this point it's not really going to happen. That's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. Okay, so you're gonna have 3 rounds, or
Cool.
effectively 3 rounds with this guy. But combat is now over. We are out of
Mhm.
initiative order, so you're gonna have if you want him to attack this thing a couple times, you're gonna get like 3 attacks out of him before he's going to sort of like come out of it.
Mhm.
So Is there anything beyond that that you guys would like to do now that Jimmy has surrendered? And Alistar, are you leaving the unconscious guy outside, or are you gonna like drag him back with you?
Oh, my plan is to. These are bad guys. They're going to be collected and piled together for the proper authorities to handle this.
Delightful.
Did Giovanni give us health potions? I don't have one in my inventory, but I can't remember if he did.
I believe
think
you have help.
so.
You're supposed to, yeah.
All right, well then I'm definitely popping one.
Okay.
Rev's gonna turn to Jimmy and be like, "Do you have keys? Can you get into the cage? Do you have keys? Come on! If you help us get it out, if you help us free if you help us get it out,
I don't. No, I don't have keys. I'm just.
do you
I'm
know
just
where
like
the keys are?
I would assume over on Phaedrus over there on the ground, who is dead. I don't know what happened.
No, totally fine, absolutely not. Don't worry about it. But if you help us, I'll give you tips on girls. Sure, and then she'll scurry over and start going through the pockets of the unconscious one.
Nope, never mind. I don't do that. I lied. I'm lying. I'm lying all over here.
Rev, can I help? I have my magnifying glass in my
great.
Good.
Let's solve the mystery of the keys, Corna.
Oh, the mystery of the missing keys.
I kind of come back in. Well, actually, it wouldn't be much help because I'm a big bugbear. I kind of just drag, have him fireman carry the one bandit and kind of toss it on the other one that I've knocked out and says, Did we do well?
We did great. No, super not complete. Actually, if you can help Cage open, that'd be great.
I just rolled death saving throws for the two that are unconscious. There's a natural 1 for Phaedrus, the person with brown hair, and an 8 for the bandit person that just got dragged in.
Well, are they dying? Because my whole point was to make sure they're just knocked out.
They're making death saving throws, yes.
Okay, has one left.
Is this cage movable or is it bolted to the floor?
Not by any of you. You do, however, have a very large individual at your disposal.
Well, I was going to sit down next to the bugbear very quickly, the one who's stressy on the floor. So be like, "Hi, so sorry about this. We really didn't want to hurt anybody. We are just concerned about the treatment of the drake here in the cage. You seem lovely. What's your name?"
My name is Terrence.
Terrence, hi. And I'm gonna reach out to shake his hand.
Terry.
So nice to meet you. My name is Azad. This is Rev, Patchwork, Al, Cornat, and Bill. We don't want any trouble here. We really...
I don't want to fight you guys.
No, we don't want to fight you either. Not at all.
I don't like it.
No, absolutely. We are... This might sound kind of weird given what you just saw, but we are fairly anti-fighting as well. We are also anti-captivity of living creatures, which I think you can relate to that, right? Everyone and everything should be able to be happy and not fight.
Yeah, but I gotta pay the bills.
I pull out 50 gold and I hand it to him. If you help us, I can give you more of that.
Is this real money?
Yeah, very, very real. Can you help us move the cage, please?
Where do you want to move it to?
Do we have a rendezvous point with Jeffrey?
There is. He wanted you guys to bring it to one of the outer gates for transport.
One of the outer gates would be great. Any outer gate, really? Just out of the circus itself. Time is of the essence. If you can do it quickly, I will give you another 50 gold upon completion.
I will need help.
I would think all of us can probably... Yes, everyone good? Down to help?
Yeah, I can help.
Corna,
Sure.
yeah, yes, Corna, you,
All right.
you can help.
Patchwork very silently just like moves eye from like body bifurcated to cage, and in their head they go, the Drake, and the big guy just like thwacks the cage really hard.
All right,
At least,
we're gonna
like in an attempt to hit the Drake, but maybe this damages the cage.
Okay, we're gonna make an
We don't
attack.
want to hurt anyone. This big zonk.
That does hit. We're gonna roll some damage and see if he can break it.
Patchwork, if he wants to follow behind while we carry the cage and keep hitting it, that is totally fine, but we have a limited amount.
You watch as the axe comes into contact with it, and as this guy like lifts the axe back up, the axe itself appears to have taken damage, whereas the cage appears
we're moving
to
the cage.
be
We are moving. Everyone,
completely fine.
just move with your quads or whatever. I don't know what you're supposed to lift with, but up and let's go. I think it's your butt, maybe. Load the hamstrings.
Your glutes.
That's
Yeah, you
sure.
lift from the legs.
Yeah,
so like you use those big muscles.
Yes.
Not your
The
small
badger's like,
Exactly.
Oh my god, the badger's here.
yes, he's here. Check it out.
I can understand the badger too.
Great.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You can. It's like, in my experience, you always lift from the legs, never the back. Bad.
Great.
Don't
All
wanna lift
right,
from the back.
everyone, count of 3.
Very right.
1, 2, and I look over at Jimmy and I'm like, "You're welcome to help if you want to, but."
I'll give you a makeover. She'll give you a makeover. She's better at it.
I also have gold. I have a lot of gold.
I'll just take some gold. And
Great,
then I'll
perfect.
be on my way.
All right, everyone. 3, 2, 1.
As
Rev
you
only
group-
has like one hand on it. She's not actually being that helpful.
it's like one hand. You're like, two
Azad
fingers
is putting
good.
all of her -1 strength into this.
It gets heavier
Probably
as she
just
clings.
Assad is like hanging down off. Of it.
Yeah, it's
Corna's hanging off of it.
I'm like trying to like.
I
You're like
genuinely,
scrabbling.
I genuinely don't think that Corna hanging on it makes any noticeable difference for any of you.
I think that Azad is sort of giving like instructions, like, all right, okay, so a little to the left. All right, we're almost through the door. All right, everyone turn it sideways.
It's made out of fabric. You guys can literally cut the door open wider if you wanted to.
Azad is
Okay, we're turning it sideways.
Yeah, we're turning it sideways.
Sure,
This
yeah.
poor
I
Green.
drop to the ground and try to pull the tarp a little bit bigger, like whatever the wall is made out of.
Well,
whatever
yeah,
fabric.
okay. You can fully like open the door of the tent.
Yeah, exactly.
much
It's very
wider.
much that Friends episode where they're
Yep.
trying to get the couch
Pivot!
up the stairs.
Pivot!
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 A classic line. I don't even like that show,
Um,
and I know that one.
Rev is going to remember that we definitely left Jeffrey asleep
Mhm.
and is going to reach into Azad's pocket for Azad's sending stone because she has no
Because you've
idea where
lost
hers
yours.
is. Mhm. Reaches into Azad's pocket while she's carrying this thing and it's just pulls it out and she's like, Jeffrey! Jeffrey! Jeffrey, wake up!
Over here. Ah! Just a little ways off. You get a
Wake
text
up! Hey, awake.
back. You all alive? Question mark.
Yeah,
And-
and we maybe
Jeffrey.
did the thing. Meet us at inserts whatever name of gate, direction of gate we are
Southgate.
aiming
We're
for.
going to the South Gate.
This-
That.
Did we ever actually investigate for finding the key or no?
No.
No, I said I was gonna go through her pockets, and then Ben didn't do anything with it.
I
Oh,
wanted to
yeah.
help you with that.
you
yeah,
were. You came to help me.
You did. Yeah, true. Go ahead and you two should make an investigation check.
And I was going for the fastest route, not necessarily the smartest route. So, you know.
Not amazing. That's a math is not my faster. The carry.
Carrie?
Wait, I need to start over.
Carrie? What are we
12.
doing, Ryan?
Well,
No.
I do the same thing, right? Don't let
14.
them shame you into
14.
carrying you.
listen. Addition with people watching is one of the hardest things on the planet. I absolutely
Right.
feel you.
Yeah.
100%.
14. And if it makes you all feel better, my job has nothing to do with math.
God, I would hope not. Jesus.
Alistair is noticeably not with everybody.
Okay.
I got a 16 for what it's worth.
16. Okay. You don't find keys. You find an envelope.
Oh, a mysterious envelope.
Yeah. It's not addressed to anyone, and on the back there's just a glob of this maroon wax with a seal on it that none of you recognize.
Do our sending stones take pictures?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
I thought they were
Yeah.
the newest models.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a picture of the seal and then
Okay.
immediately open the envelope.
Okay. Inside
wait.
you.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
What's up, bro?
I didn't know if maybe we wanted to talk to Jeffrey about it, or that's fine.
It's too late now.
Inside you find a slip of paper that has runes and such on it. Are you proficient in Arcana, Rev?
No, but I am taking another picture of the runes and texting it to Jeffrey with
Okay.
the seal.
What's it say?
No idea. Do you recognize these? And I'll dangle it and stick it in front of his face.
DM, I
Yeah.
am proficient in Arcana.
You recognize that this is some sort of a spell. It's like a spell scroll of some kind, but it's not
It's a spell.
anything that you know.
I don't speak Dwarvish though, so not
Oh.
going to be able to read these ones.
Cool. Well, I texted it to Jeffrey. Maybe he'll tell us what it is, which spell it is, since you already got that far.
You see, as you look at your sending stone, you see an ellipses, and then it goes away.
Rev,
And then ellipses.
Corna, hurry
it goes
up!
away.
We're coming.
Alistar, you said that you were staying behind. What are you doing?
So no, I knowing that these, or if I look at them, how is the state of these, the ones who I knocked out at least? Or the ones, are they-
Thalis looks like they are quite literally one saving throw away from death. I rolled a natural 1 for them, and the bandit looks like not super great.
Okay, so first things first, being a monk of mercy, I want to kind of bend down. I am proficient in, and I have an medicine kit, an herbalism kit. So I want to go ahead and try to stabilize
Absolutely.
both of these. I can roll a check.
The famous Greek warrior, Ophides.
And also, I want to walk on over to the cleaved in half a body and just kind of look just forlorn and sad and just says, just start to say a prayer. Order thy steps with thy words, that no wickedness have dominion over thee. Make thy obedient to the will of the gods up above. Grant thee grace in the afterlife, and thou shalt know peace. Namudese. And then kind of after stabilizing them and tying them up with whatever rope I have, just to make sure they're still bad guys. So I still tie them up. I will then go ahead and with my monk swiftness catch up with the rest of the group.
Cool. And you're gonna leave them in the tent tied up?
Yeah, tied up, propped up comfortably so they don't choke on their tongues or anything like that.
Very thoughtful.
And leave them, say a prayer to the dead body, and head off with the rest of them.
Okay. Between the those of you that are carrying it, and Patrick, I'll say for the sake of flavor and also not making you guys fight this half ogre, we'll just say because you're out of combat, he's not really trying to break the spell anymore because he's not that smart.
Is he just following us?
he's helping to carry it. You have bugbear on one side, ogre on the other, and just sort of hoisting it. So a lot of the work is being done by these two. One willingly, one unwittingly.
I kind of like to imagine that it's because the creature is now so focused on trying to get to the drake, it's reaching and lifting it, and we're all just kind of going along, like trying to steer while it's like, "Rah!"
Like very much the rest of you, like they're carrying it. The rest of you are mostly just shepherding them in the direction that you're trying to go.
Oh, I'm absolutely giving directions. I'm like, okay, left. I don't even think I'm holding it anymore. I'm just kind of like in the front, like with like a finger under it, trying to steer.
Whenever I
Definitely how
catch
that
up, I definitely want to help, as I'm probably the strongest person here.
I've been helping too. Like verbal strength.
Sweet.
When Rev and Corny catch up, I don't know what Corny will do. Rev is not helping. She's just following behind them with looking at the scroll and waiting for Jeffrey. And
Is
she's
she
like,
still on my phone?
bro.
Yes.
Sorry, sending stone.
Yes, I do.
Okay, just checking.
Phone. I have your phone.
All right, so I need 2 things from you guys. 1 is a perception check, and 2 is a stealth check, because you are still in the midst of a circus now, carrying
Yeah.
a drake in a giant fuck-off cage. No one's
15
redeemed-
perception.
No one's redeemed a thing recently where I can't swear,
I
right?
keep forgetting
21
I get an
stealth.
extra D4 to my
21? Stealth? Okay.
Yeah.
perception.
Stealth or perception or both?
Both.
Okay.
22 on
I'm
both.
really good on both.
Whoa.
A
Stealthy perceptive.
also a 22 on perception, and for stealth, let me just
20, dirty 20 on perception.
Ooh. Oh, wait, do I get advantage?
Ooh,
on bugbear?
natural 20 on stealth for a 25.
Damn, okay.
Nice.
Um,
So that is a natural 1 plus 1 for perception. So
Okay.
2. And then stealth got a 17.
Okay.
I
I'm
was
just
about to
very
ask if
into
that's-
this spell.
I was about to ask if that's a crit fail with Pathfinder rules, and then I realized that's a crit fail with D&D rules.
And
Yep,
you
this is
rolled
a crit fail.
It's just
Yep.
a crit fail.
Or he's just making a lot of noise, asking a lot of questions. You know.
Rev!
Yeah? Did
got
you figure it
9
out?
stealth.
Did
You suddenly read Dwarvish?
No, but did you send the picture of the seal to Jeffrey too?
Yep. Yep,
They didn't-
totally did. Mhm.
He didn't recognize it. Oh, I'm supposed. Rev, do you recognize it yet?
I don't recognize it yet.
The stage whisper.
Shoot,
full
But
stage
Jeffrey's
whisper.
trying to type back.
So
Okay.
very fortunately, we have a nat 20 on stealth to counteract the nat 1, which is amazing. Yes, Patrick.
Patchwork got 16 on perception and 21 on stealth. Somehow controlling this big thing is like wailing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's incredible, because I rolled not very well for the bugbear or the ogre, for Terry, or as yet unnamed ogre. So you guys make your way to your rendezvous point. You are met probably halfway by Jeffrey, who kind of like eyes the lot
Oh,
of you. and is
Vincent,
like,
hello. Good to see you.
I don't know who that is that you speak of. Don't hate the name, but it's not mine.
You just look like a enemy. Can you help, please?
At
Maybe
my
it'll grow
advanced
on you.
age, I'm so old and feeble.
I think that Azad just kind of gives him a look like, come on now.
And it's not my job, he says somewhat indignantly. Miss, one finger under the crate, don't you give me that
I'm
sass.
giving directions. I'm
Oh, you're
showing people
giving
where to go,
directions.
okay?
Just over that way, you're fine.
Fine.
And so he like walks alongside. He makes absolutely no
Of
move
course he's
whatsoever
not
to
gonna
help. No, he's fucking old. He doesn't need to do that. Rev, Azad's phone does buzz shortly thereafter, and when you open it, it's a pretty short response, like, period. That seal is interesting. Get back to the house ASAP.
To be clear, I texted Jeffrey, not Giovanni.
You texted Jeffrey?
Yes.
Oh, I fully mistook.
So I was like, he texted
I was
you
like,
at
oh, shit.
9 a.m.
Calling
Oh,
me.
okay.
Attack
So he's like
Jeffrey!
texting, he looks up, and he's like, I don't know why I have this. Shuts it. Not in public. Let's get back to the house.
Ooh, fun. Okay.
Yeah. No winks. No winking. No tongue bitey wink. Get out of here with that. What's What's happening? So,
All of
After
us have
carrying
something
this-
in our eyes.
crazy. Wow. Allergy season, am I right? So you all make it to that sort of like this like smaller gate. And waiting for you is like a Alistar, Corey, and Bill. It's not dissimilar to the vehicle that you guys rode in on the way here, but it is larger and it is not as like shiny and fun. It is very much a like think of sort of like the fantasy version of a like like
It's a late 80s
generic
Toyota
white van. Yeah, it's like it's your it's a transport vehicle, right? It's like nothing crazy. The doors slide open soundlessly as you get there, and without too much effort, you slide it in. You do currently have 3 people with you who are not part of your group.
Right, get in the car, get in the car, get in the car. Everyone in,
Get
everyone
in
in.
the car.
Everyone, you're
Everyone
putting
in. Everyone in the
we're
car.
Yep.
Is the
Giovanni
Badger
gets
still
loose.
here?
Badger's still hanging out.
Badger in the car.
I think I've been
Oh,
chatting.
Snake's here. The snake goes in the car.
The snake is not.
Everyone-
The snake is
Snake's gone.
wolves didn't arrive in time. Oh, actually,
Is the snake just like wrapped around? I'm picturing it wrapped around Jimmy's leg this whole time. Maybe-
the snake. Actually, what I will tell you guys is with your perception checks, there are a number of things. One is that those of you that rolled above 20 do see some wolves enter the tent as you guys are leaving, from like a ways off.
Alistar.
And
Rev just like
yeah.
keeps Alistar from looking backwards.
Okay. And 2 is that the snake is definitely following along at like a safe distance so as to not be too obtrusive, but is keeping its eyes on Jimmy.
Can we see this snake in visual
Yes.
range?
You definitely can. It's not that
Perfect.
tricky.
Then Patrick slides eye from Drake to Snake and goes to the snake and sends the giant half ogre after the snake to go. And like, there we go. It's gone. Goodbye.
Bill, you hear the snake go, shit. Slither off really fast.
Takes off.
Half ogre
Yep.
chasing a snake. That's
Yep.
the distraction we all needed.
Hey, honestly, probably not a bad thing. You hear and like pounds off after the snake. Who's like, fuck. Cool. You guys all get inside. There is this like moment of decompression. You have managed to rescue this this Drake, and honestly, quite lucky that Azad had not taken any additional damage in the round that she did, or that would have been a whole other thing. But you feel this like van begin to like shudder, and then all of your stomachs drop as it lifts off the ground. Fortunately, you cannot see. Jeffrey like pops around to the driver's side and hops in. And you feel yourselves begin to move.
Wait, we can't see?
Those of you that just like climbed into the back, no, it's just you're just in the back. It's like dimly lit.
That
You
sounds
can-
horrible.
It's not great. I'm not going to make you roll Constitution saving throws because I don't want all of you puking on one another. It's also a very short trip. It only takes like a few minutes, and then you hear at one point it sort of like comes to a stop. There's a brief conversation outside that you can't really hear, but you hear Jeffrey talking with somebody. And it continues to move. And a few minutes later, you feel yourself sort of like almost tilt forward as if you're going downhill. And then sway a little bit, like you're turning, and then it comes to a stop and descends, and you feel just a slight bump of you hitting the ground. A couple seconds later, the back door opens, and Jeffrey is standing there in front of you. Giovanni, for a change, in like normal human proportions. So he's like 6 feet tall, as opposed to 9 inches. Well, maybe he's still 9 inches. You don't know. And look at you. The two of them look at you and are like, "Well, it's great to see you all made it. I was a little concerned. But you're back. Congratulations. We do need to talk about that Jeffrey forwarded me the pictures that you sent Azad.
Yes, no, well, Rev, but I was gonna ask. I have this very strong, capable new friend here. His name's Terrence.
Hello.
Yeah, we have extras. Maybe we don't talk.
Well, I was actually gonna see Giovanni. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you need someone for manual labor around the house. He was in a bad situation, and I didn't want to leave him there. He's very nice. He doesn't like violence.
I don't like fighting.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I could probably find something in. Yeah, come on inside. Terrence, pleasure to meet you. I'm Giovanni. Why don't we... Well, who's this guy in the back? Oh, God, he smells. What the fuck is going on? Oh, did you kill somebody?
No, that's his cologne.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna
bathroom cologne.
I think if we could just get him showered, there's potential here.
Oh, we are... Yeah, he snaps his fingers, and you guys watch him use prestidigitation like 7 times. And Jimmy suddenly is like A, much cleaner, and B, none of you feel like you are being
Is he cute?
assaulted. Let's roll for
Rev.
cute.
Oh, I should have done.
No.
Oh my god, is he cute?
That's a 17. He's actually pretty cute when he's all cleaned
Okay,
up.
let's. I will roll to see how attracted to him Rev is. That is a 19. So Rev is suddenly like, I'm sorry about earlier.
It's like, like he was like covered and he's like just dirty, and it turns out that no, he's got like a nice jawline, there's some stubble, his hair is no longer greasy.
I give Rev a little
It's very
nudge.
clean.
And I'm like, well, you fucked that one up, didn't you?
Shut up.
Uh,
And I would like to position us as we're walking in the house so that Rev and him are walking in next to each other.
So
he's-
yeah, I'm sorry about earlier.
He's-
I
It's fine.
didn't mean to you. I
It's
just wanted
okay.
to be able to back up my friend.
Yeah, no,
You seemed nice.
No, it's fine. It's fine. He's not making eye contact with you.
Can we try? Can we start over? Maybe.
You lied to me so many times.
I mean, I was scared of the snake.
In a row.
Yeah. I was really scared of the snake. That one wasn't a lie.
He's gonna make an insight check on you for
It
sure.
wasn't a lie. She just played up her scared.
I think he understands that you played it up, though. He rolled pretty well on that perception, on that insight check.
Fair.
He's like,
That's fair. That's fair.
okay.
I mean, I didn't mean to. I didn't realize you were going to be so nice when I first.
Oh yeah, now
When
that
I
that
met
I've
you
been
out
hit
when
with
I
a
was supposed to.
prestidigitation spell and whatnot. Now
No,
I'm-
that's
now
not.
I'm
You
nice,
were so
yeah.
helpful just now. You didn't
I
fight
think
us.
it's odd.
You helped carry the Drake, and I'm not in mission mode.
Azad
I'm
overhears
sorry.
this and she's like, someone who helps their friends, that's a good quality. It's a great
Shut
quality.
up.
And
Not
and
helping.
Rev was just trying to help us out, which really, I think that's what I
mentioned
look for in a partner.
You mentioned that you have some gold.
I-
I think I'm gonna opt out of any further interactions, and I would just, if you have some, I'll take
That's-
some money, and I'm gonna.
Wait, weren't you
That's
two
fair.
dating? This is
Well,
weird.
That's what I thought, but no, as it turns out, it was a setup, and I'm just a sucker that got caught in the middle.
You're not.
At
I'm
least
sorry.
you're getting
I'm
paid for it,
truly
I guess.
sorry. I really, truly
Hey,
am
that's-
sorry,
that
and
is-
I would love another chance if you'd give me one. But I also fully understand.
I think I'm going to take whatever dignity I have left and some payment from my.
You
help.
have lots of dignity left.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like that.
I'm sorry.
It's so bad.
50 gold, good.
Azad,
I can-
give him the money.
I give him 100.
Roll
'cause I
for
feel
dignity,
bad.
Yeah, honestly, Alex, you're not wrong. That's a 2.
Oh.
Ooh.
I give him 100
Doofa.
gold,
Oh,
and
greasy
then
boy.
I put the I don't know, coordinates, whatever, for Rev's sending stone and a little piece of paper, and like slip that with the gold. I don't know if it's a number. I don't know what it is that you use to get someone on a sending
We'll just say
stone.
we'll say it's a number.
Right, I give him Rev's
Uh,
number.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
It's
I'm
6.
sorry if it helps. I'm really sorry, and I'll just
And then I write a little asterisk, and
like
then
look like I'm gonna shake his hand or something, and then I'll just walk away.
and
into
then
the kitchen.
under Rev's number, I write a little asterisk, and then I write my number, and then I write in parentheses, she loses it a lot.
I don't think he notices this right away. I think he's just like, thanks for the cash. And then looks around and is like, how the fuck do I get out of this place?
Well, I do think you might need to talk to Giovanni before you can go.
Oh,
Not that you're trapped here. You're
am I
free to
gonna
leave.
die?
No.
Maybe.
No, Corna, no.
Feels like it
You
feels
just
like
hear Rev from the kitchen just yells, "Corna! We're not killing him!"
no.
he's like, I honestly, he feels like the only one of you that has been truthful thus far, and that is concerning.
No,
uh,
we're not. There's food.
Jeffrey takes him and Terry and is like, oh, we should attend to these two, and please come with me, and leads them off. So it's not just you guys. Yes, Patchwork.
Before we leave the area with the Drake, Patchwork walks over to the creature in the cage and goes, we must extend our apologies for the loudness of the strike to your cage. We must control the big beast for the safety of our compatriots. And then Patchwork slips in like through the bars like a little drawing of a nice flower, and then like walks away.
Can it get through the bars?
It's not a magical drawing, right?
Yeah, it's just a picture of a flower.
Picture?
No.
I think that like if you were trying to pass a spell scroll through or something, it absolutely would not go through. But just like a piece of paper that is totally mundane, with just like a drawing on it, I think goes right through the bars, and you get the same sense that the other folks who have tried to interact with it through the cage have had previously, that it can't hear you. But when you pass the drawing through, it like looks down and like looks sharply back up at you, and just like puts a claw through like a corner, like very delicately through a corner of the thing, and like pulls the flower towards itself, and like sort of blinks at you in acknowledgement.
Patrick pulls out another piece of parchment and writes in common, "Can you read?" and slides, and then writes nod yes or no, and then slides it through.
Corna sees this going on and like puts his face like up against the bars to like get a closer look, and then also see if it can understand common, because if it can't,
Small
I'm gonna try
detective,
something. Yeah?
we have discovered that parchment may pass through the bars. We had surmised as much, considering
Oh.
Drake's need sustenance.
Drake needs that paper.
No, small detective. Drakes do not consume parchment.
No, of course not.
As you pass it through, it looks curiously at the writing on the paper, but it does not appear to know common.
Oh, wait. Patchwork?
Yes, small detective.
Can I try something?
What do you wish to try?
I can speak the language of the dragons. Draconic. Maybe you can read Draconic? It's kind of like claw marks and real sharp letters and stuff.
This This is the quickest way, we imagine. Patrick passes Corna like a piece of like the parchment and the ink. Like, do you require ink for this language?
Yeah.
It like passes the supplies. Inquire as to whether it is well or not.
I will try. And I write in Draconic.
Mhm.
Can you read me now?
You slip it through the bar and it looks down and it looks up at you and nods its head.
Good.
Can't hear you though.
Nope, can't hear you, but does nod.
And so
Small detective, regale to it my apologies for any noise it might have heard during the crashing of the axe.
I quickly scratch down more apologies. Patchwork is sorry for the axe boom, and I'm sorry that you're stuck. And I tried. Shoot. And then I. Like,
Did you write "I'll shoot"?
Yes.
Okay, great.
100%.
That tracks. You can't hear anything, but as it reads it, like little puffs of smoke come out of its nostrils, like it's chuckling. And Patchwork, it looks at you and it nods in acknowledgement. And Corna, it looks at you and nods again.
And then I do one last thing.
Mhm.
I'm gonna write. I'm gonna go talk to my friends about this now to get you out of here. And I like pass it back.
A wise assurance to give. Wait,
You can't read that.
I can't read that. Never mind.
Nope.
I actually am saying it like out loud as I'm writing it.
That's what I
because-
assumed when it happened, and then like as soon as I said it, I was like, Patrick, you idiot! You can't read Draconic yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
This is like one of those like classic like TV cheats where they like totally talk out loud as they're writing it. so
Yeah.
everyone else
Hey,
hears.
you remember the cartoon Speed Racer? You remember Speed Racer's like little brother and the monkey? It's like Patrick and Corner right now.
Honestly, that is such a great. Yes, absolutely. It looks down, reads it, and looks up at you and like nods with more enthusiasm than you've seen previously.
It likes it, Patchwork. Oh my gosh, it's a new friend.
It doesn't mean to kill us, so that is preferable.
I mean, technically, you guys haven't asked if it's going to try to eat you when you let it out. In
That's
fairness,
I wouldn't even be mad. All right, let's go see.
I'd be mad.
one of us would be mad.
I'd be mad.
Cool. There is one thing that I want to touch on here while we're sort of like hanging out down in the basement areas. You guys are like sort of, sort of like collecting. You two are chatting with this thing via written message. Bill.
Yeah, I feel like I've just been chatting with this badger we've been having a heart to heart.
What have you guys been talking about? The rest of you are like, sort of taking care of it, and then there's just like Bill sitting in a corner of the badger, and the badger's like sitting down. When like dogs and cats will like sit with their legs out in front of them, and their like front legs sort of just like flop down, like they're sitting like people. It's fully doing that. Just like looking up, and I'm just like.
Right, me too, buddy.
But what are you guys talking about? For those who can understand, which is obviously the audience, because they all
Yeah.
know.
Well,
Patrick.
I feel like it's just sort of getting to know you. Like I'm meeting a new friend. Like, okay, where are you from? Like, what's your story? How'd you end up in the cage there?
Well, it was a couple of years ago, and I was just
Couple
kind
of
of.
years he's been in that cage.
Oh yeah, dude, it's been terrible.
Oh no.
Yeah. I was out. I was foraging for food. It was late autumn. I was trying to put some stores away. Whatever. Smelled some really good stuff.
Some really good stuff.
They say curiosity killed the badger.
They do say that, yeah.
It's it's an accurate saying, except in this case, it was curiosity captured the badger, which I suppose is preferable. But man, 2 years of being in that, it's not very big. I have resorted to all sorts of crazy stuff to stay fit. You would not believe.
Oh, you've succeeded in that. You're keeping it tight.
Well, thank you.
This badger does not start a fitness empire with their like cage workout routine. I will be upset.
I mean, it's like fully a prison workout. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just this ripped little
Body
badger.
weight.
Yeah. You know, people will tell you that
Calisthenics body
people will
weight.
tell you it's all about powerlifting, but I will never abandon calisthenics. It really is, it's about discipline, and it's about making sure your form is anyhow. So sorry, I'm getting kind of sidetracked here because that's all I've had to do for the last couple of
Your passions
years.
are my passions. I'm very interested in what you have to say about calisthenics. I mean, it's been working for me too in the woods. So
Oh my God, are they going to work out together every morning?
go on a little jog.
Yeah, why not?
What was your name, by the way? I'm Billion.
Oh, I mean, I know.
Tempe.
I don't have a name. Honestly, it at least not one that would translate well. It's more like, but I don't know how that.
Yeah.
Into,
Is that did I get that one right?
yeah, more of a. Try to get.
Okay. Well, what kind of nickname?
Yeah, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. Yeah. Neener.
Neener.
I believe it was
He's not far off, but it's the inflections. We'll work on it. We'll work
on it. But okay, Neener, how? I'm pleased to meet your acquaintance. What made you come with us all this?
Well,
time?
I mean, you let me out, and it feels, only reasonable that I would, kind of reciprocate. Also, it smells good in here. There's definitely good stuff upstairs, and I am very interested to try whatever's cooking.
Oh, absolutely. You're going to help yourself. Well, thank you for your kindness. I'm glad that you're here.
Thank you for
help
releasing
us
me
out.
from that hell.
Anytime, of course. Well, so what do you say you stick around a little bit? I could use a friend. Although I have to say, I won't always be able to talk to you. I sort of check the time because I can only talk to animals for 10 minutes at a time.
That is fair.
Or more to say, you'll only be able to talk to me, but you'll be able to understand me at least.
That seems reasonable. Yeah. Hey, for what's worth, bit of an introvert. So having a little, mostly me time, not a big deal. I'm okay with that. Yeah.
I can relate. So sounds
yeah.
good to me. Well,
Perfect. Hey, look, as
please-
long as you keep the food coming, you've got yourself a deal, my friend.
Oh, absolutely. Wow. Anyway, tell me more about your family. I sort of just keep with the small talk. I just want to know everything about this little badger.
Absolutely. Cool. So the two of you just chatter away. I'll write out some backstory for Neener. Jesus. Yeah. And we'll flesh that over the next couple of days.
Love that.
But with that said, the seven of you now, head upstairs to the kitchen, where Giovanni is waiting for you.
GM.
Yes.
So during the entire time, Alistair is a curious cat, and
Yes.
I would like for him to have kind of snuck away during that whole interaction and kind of just was going to approach the two like bandits or people from the circus, but instead kind of just wandered around this estate as stealthily as possible. He's a stealthy bugbear.
Absolutely. Go ahead. Make
The
that stealth
stealthiest
check
of big
for me.
boys.
Okay.
Like a panther. They're big, but they're quiet.
15.
15. Pretty sneaky. Are you looking for anything in particular? Or are you just kind of like perusing?
Just perusing. 'Cause there was such a collection of people there that he just decided to just exit the area and just kind of got himself just lost and curious.
Yeah, absolutely. You, in wandering around, the thing that you're struck by is that every time you feel like you understand the layout of the house, there's like a new hallway or a new room or a new series of rooms. and it like feels like it just continues to expand, and you are struck by the amount of historical like items and artifacts. There's like what looks like pieces of ancient ruins that have been like moved here. You find a lot of them sort of collected in what look like are sort of like labs to study like specific, whether it's specific peoples or specific locations, but like things have been brought here. But anytime that you go into a room, you know, maybe it's even if you don't know the language, you're looking at things, you're like, oh, there are these similar runes or similar symbols, where you can start to see like patterns, because this is, you know, you're good at noticing these things, right? Like this is something that I think you pick up on very quickly. We're like, oh, there's a theme to each one of these rooms, and you might not necessarily know it, sort of just perusing things, as it looks like a lot of the research is sort of like kept under lock and key. But you notice like there's a through line to each room, and so they are studying various things here, and you get the sense that it's probably both Jeffrey and Giovanni working on these things together. But there's stuff here that is so old that like even the monks that you've studied with probably wouldn't even know where to begin trying to make heads or tails of these things. And I think that you... I mean, how long do you want to spend wandering the house? Because you could legitimately spend hours wandering from like room to room.
If no one finds him, he's that absent-minded that he, without realizing the time, he would just spend hours just searching around.
We're all
Okay.
gonna finish dinner, be getting ready for bed, and someone's gonna be like, "Where's Al?"
Yeah, I think that you probably spend at least 45 minutes or an hour wandering around before you feel the sending stone in your pocket begin to buzz. With people being like, "Where are you?" But yeah, I think you are fully just like taken in by how much history is in this building.
Anything magical by any chance? That seems like
yes.
magical.
Yeah.
I am training
There's-
Arcana.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. You one of the rooms that you end up in is like an old armory. It looks like it doesn't seem like they come into this room very often because there's a lot of dust on a lot of these items, but you walk in and immediately can like feel the magic like emanating from various weapons and and like pieces of armor, and there's like rings and such. There's just like everything in this room is magical.
Curiouser and curiouser. As I go and Alistair just is hands-on, like touchy-feely with everything. So
Yeah,
I don't know if
absolutely.
there's going to be traps or not. He doesn't check. He just kind of just touching everything and just not stealing, just kind of
Yep.
checking everything out with his hands and his eyes.
Yeah, no traps. This is fully just like part of his house, where, you know, like to be in here, you are given a certain level of trust. Also, could you make an insight check for me as you are wandering around?
Oh, being a monk, I am good at that.
Yeah.
Okay, not too good. 16.
16? It occurs to you while you are exploring, and you feel like every time you turn a corner, there's like a door. Maybe you'll double back, and there's like the hallway is changed slightly, and there's like new rooms. You feel like there is a certain amount of like understanding from the magic of the house, or maybe it's enchanted in such a way, you're not 100% sure, that your lack of intention to steal or to cause mischief or harm, but the fact that you are wandering around purely out of curiosity, is what is allowing you to see all of these things. Like if you were to come in here trying to steal, you get the sense you would probably find traps. You would find rooms that would have things that would hurt you. And the fact that you are just here to explore it and like kind of take in the sights, for lack of a better word, has allowed you to do that. Like there is an understanding of your intent that is this like give and take from the house itself.
Interesting. Curious. They have strange items, not too different from that of mothers. And then I guess at that point, whenever the actual sending stone goes off, he will attempt to find his way back.
Good luck.
Actually, relatively easy to do. All those hallways and twisting corridors. You make like a couple turns, and you see a door that just has like kitchen, a little plaque. If you want to walk through, you can do so.
Awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
And you walk into the rest of the group, sort of there, seated around the table. We will sort of jump back a little bit here and engage in a bit of a conversation with Giovanni while Alistar is off exploring. And then, for the sake of time, we'll just assume that you guys will relay the information. So the 5 of you, well, 6, I guess, because we're including Neener now. Neener. Are seated at the table. Neener is on the table. It definitely checked in with you, Bill, to be like, can I eat the little guy? And kind of noses over towards Giovanni. You are muted.
It's okay. We wouldn't
Please
know what he's
don't.
saying anyway.
Please do not eat anything or anyone that appears to be like a person. I would appreciate that very much.
Hey, totally cool. Just figured I'd ask because he does look very crunchy, and I have to
He does look crunchy at that, yes. But for now, let's say no. Thank you.
Okay, all right, cool. I just figured I'd ask.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I try to not be a rude house guest.
Very, very polite. Love it.
He's like, so chicken. I'll eat chicken. And just head first into a large chicken.
Like the whole chicken?
Basically.
Into
Okay.
the chicken's butt.
Just into the butthole.
Why are we so obsessed with buttholes?
I don't know. It just every time. Boat
Why
holes.
aren't you obsessed with buttholes? That's
boy.
really the
Yeah,
question.
you're missing out.
Thank you, everyone. We will be clipping that. I appreciate it.
Can I say I'm relieved that we are because other times it seems like usually on our group somehow it always goes back to butts, and I thought it was just me, but I'm glad.
No,
other
no, I
people-
think it's a universal thing.
Yep.
There's nothing that says that butts are sexual, Balor. I need to be very clear.
That's
They
a fair
are
point.
multifunctional.
They're a
Poop out of
working
them? Okay,
piece
I'm
of
done.
the
I'm
human
done.
body.
I'm
So
done.
the 5 of you plus a badger are sitting around the table.
Who likes big buttholes? That's weird.
I like
Goodness.
big buttholes and I cannot lie.
Jeffrey is off with Jimmy and Terrence. You guys don't actually know where the 3 of them are, but
He said,
I did.
Oh no, we're devolving.
But my brain is slowly turning into mush. However, you are all sitting around this kitchen table, and Giovanni looks at you and says, "So, Jeffrey sent me the pictures that you sent of the."
I honestly didn't even notice that my stone was gone. But that was definitely Rev and definitely not me.
He looks at you, Rev. I gave you a new one. It's in your pocket. It's there in your pocket.
Oh,
Master Giovanni,
I
we
think I
attach
need
stars
to
to
charge
ourselves.
See, now that, Rev, we could fuse it magically to you if that would make you feel better.
no.
I'm kidding. We're definitely not gonna do that.
Rev,
Wait,
can I have mine back, actually, please?
You guys got
I need
sending
that.
stones?
Go on,
Yeah,
I gave
here.
you. Go on, I gave you a
It
sentence.
was in that pocket. Sorry.
What? I didn't give you a
Rev,
sentence. Did I
that's
forget
an
to do?
ask.
Go on, I am so sorry. And he
Sorry?
digs into a couple pockets. He's like, I know I got an extra one in here somewhere. Hang on. Here. Is a sending stone.
It's the newest model. Quartz.
My God, Corna is like a tech junkie, aren't they?
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a quartz 6.
It's a honestly great sending stone. The reception can get spotty if you find yourself in a rose quartz cave. There's something about it, like
Wait,
interferes
sorry,
with the
Rev,
signal.
what did you find and send pictures of? I'm just now getting back to that part of the
There was a
conversation.
letter with a seal that I don't recognize, and inside was Corny, you
The-
said it was a spell, right? But it's in Dwarvish?
I speak
runes.
Dwarvish.
It's
You were
runes.
busy.
I don't know if that's
Giving
that
orders.
might be dwarvist to say that it's dwarf. I don't. But
I mean, I guess unless
I
Giovanni.
just
It's
sent
runes.
pictures.
I-
I just sent pictures to
Okay.
to them, to Jeffrey, who I guess sent them to see if he recognized them.
can you send them to my number too? It's
I look down. Do you want me to roll a D100, DM?
To know your number?
Know your number?
Yeah, I mean, I can only imagine there's only so many sending stones of this.
I think your number is like 69,420 or something like that.
I'll just
It's-
stone drop them to you all.
There you
I'll
go.
just stone
I'm
drop
sure
them.
the whole house is wired, so you can. It's very easy. You're all on like my home network at the moment. So it's.
Wait,
you know,
who's
you're
talking right now?
This is Giovanni.
Wait, since
I
when
realized
does
my voice
Giovanni
got
sound
raspy.
like that?
I don't know.
That's the badger.
Everyone's
It
phone.
is the badger.
Badger!
Sorry, I actually talk like this. I got a little bit raspy because my voice is getting a little bit dry. I'm gonna have some water. So let's talk about
I
that.
thought
seal,
he was
because
kind of up here.
Giovanni does not.
Yeah.
No, this is a different character altogether.
Okay. Question.
This is Don Romano.
Oh, I thought that they had the same voice.
No, they don't have the same. I don't think they have the same voice. They're totally different people.
Mm.
Thank
Family
you,
resemblance.
Colonel Blah. Everybody
If
hydrate.
Rev sent that message from my sending stone, is it in Dwarvish? Can I read it? Because I do speak Dwarvish.
It's not in Dwarvish. It does have some Dwarvish runes as a part of
Okay.
it. But it is when you look at it, on the backside, there's actually some scribbling.
There's a
that if-
backside.
There's always a backside.
I probably got all of it.
Yeah.
You scanned it in with the scan feature, right?
Yeah, just like a quick. Just like doing a quick scan, you're like, oh, there isn't a physical key to unlock the cage. It's a spell. You have to use this spell to unlock it. So it's not like, Corey, in your case, the reason you did not recognize this spell is because it's not really like a traditional spell. It is a very specific, enchantment that you are using to unlock, essentially like a sibling enchantment.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So should we open the cage?
Yes. Yes, right?
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Yeah, let it out.
I kind of look at Giovanni like,
Let's
like,
do it.
Yes?
Hey, could we? What? Yes. So, okay. First and foremost, yes, we're gonna let it out of the cage. However, I do want to take a moment and talk about the seal on the back.
Is it important?
It is beyond important.
Whose
So-
seal is it?
So, I don't know their name,
Oh.
but I have come across it a couple of times, and it has never. Yeah, I have never seen it in a context where I felt good about it. So,
Do I recognize it? From having lived with Rex for so long and
No.
seen his businessy stuff.
you don't recognize it either. The seal itself, so you guys know, is like two snakes that are intertwined around a dagger. But none of you have seen this before. So here's my
When
concern.
have you seen it? Just so we know.
Well. So it's been a while since we talked, Zad. I
It's been a
don't think
while.
it's beyond our conversation.
I was gonna say, didn't we just
Like,
talk this morning?
no,
I'm pretty sure we talked this morning.
We talked this morning, but like we haven't like caught up. So some things have happened over the last few years. Namely, someone tried to kill me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, that's bad.
Does
Yeah,
Rev
that was-
know about that?
No.
That, yep, not good. Nope.
Yeah. So someone tried to kill me. Unfortunately for them, Jeffrey found him before I found him. Or fortunately, I guess it kind of depends on how you look at it. He kept him alive for a lot less time than I would have. So, yeah, there's that. But on his shoulder, he had a tattoo that looked just like that. And the other time, basically, I found body parts, and look, it's a big city.
How do
Like
you
this.
just find?
Well, you've
No,
never.
I don't want to know. No, I don't want to know.
Rev, don't ask. Don't ask questions.
The
Just
mystery
let it
of
be.
the loose body parts.
Oh,
Don't solve that one, Corna. Just let that one.
yeah, Corner. I'm gonna tell you right now. You probably don't want to solve that one, buddy.
We have found that it is more likely than one thinks to find body parts around Mitra.
Thank you, Patrick. We should probably talk about that at some point, but swap stories, that kind of thing. But yeah, found some body parts. Also found a shoulder with that. So I've seen it a couple of times. I don't know anything about who they are. I have to assume at least somewhat they do, some assassination type work, but
The
that's all I've got to go
mystery
on.
of the stabby snakes.
it is a mystery. And if they're doing more than just, okay, so we know one, they try to kill people, and we know two, that they're running exotic beings. I don't know what else they're doing. What can you tell me about what happened? I mean, Azad, you've got blood on your face, like you cried it.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Does Azad understand what happened?
Like when that
Yeah.
mage, you. Yeah, I think that you do. You get the sense like this person was somehow able to tap into, like, as opposed to the more like traditional schools of magic, this person was wielding like purely psychological power in a way that is unusual and not something that you've experienced personally before in that way.
I think. Well, I don't rightly know. It was intense psychological energy. I've never experienced that. Even with Rex, I never experienced that. Which saying something because I experienced a lot. But yeah, I don't know what that was, but I know that it was psychic and very painful. Like almost took me out with one look, kind of painful.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure this out. We're gonna have to get to the bottom of this. May I recommend that all of you take a night's rest, relax, recover, and then we reconvene tomorrow and begin to discuss how we tackle this. Because if they're wielding, I'm not familiar with that magic either, Azad. For what it's worth.
That doesn't make me feel better. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it doesn't make me feel any better about it either.
Wait,
Yeah, what's up, Corey?
we can't let my new Drake friend out of his box tonight?
Yeah, all right.
We let the badger out. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
really
I feel like a
should.
badger and a drake are just like not quite the same thing.
I mean, easy peasy.
Okay, sure. Let's go. Yeah, come on, let's go down and do this.
How can you say no to that face?
So hard, such a cute little kobold face. So I guess at this point, Alistar, you would have rejoined, and you guys can all go back down. Does someone want someone who is a proficient spellcaster want to open this?
I'll do it.
You'll do it?
Not a spell.
I can read Dwarvish, and I feel like I would have some sort of ability to read those
Sure.
dreams. So
Go
yeah.
ahead and make a DC 15 Arcana check.
Yeah.
Giovanni is going to give you the help action on this.
Okay, because I was gonna say that first roll's a nat 1, so
Oh boy.
Would you say Alistair has arrived at some point?
Yes. Yeah, you've rejoined them.
Okay, I will definitely just be in the corner listening and kind of whisper, make sure you pay attention. Thou shalt remember to pay attention to the runes. The details. Devils are in the details. And I want to cast guidance.
what does that add?
1d4. I'll
Nice.
And that is 4. Ooh.
That is exactly 15 because I rolled shit.
Woo! That is good.
Yep.
Pardon me. And I go back into the shadows.
Where did Alistair come from?
He's very, very quiet. So you utter the incantation, and the paper just burns up in your hand. Doesn't hurt, just fizzles out of existence, essentially. And you watch as a little seam of gold starts on the corner closest to you and runs along all of the corners before in just like a little bit of a puff of smoke and a little bit of flash, it sort of falls apart. The top disappears altogether, and the sides just sort of slowly lower to the floor. And in front of you is a relatively young, what some of you are pretty sure is an abyssal drake. Sort of like stretches and shakes itself off a little bit, stretches its wings out, and looks at you all.
Hey,
says,
buddy.
Hi. Hi there.
I speak Draconic, so everything I say isn't Draconic.
Okay.
Oh, you speak Draconic too?
Yes.
And I'm
yes,
saying
I
this
do.
in Draconic.
Yeah, so we're just like at each other.
Will,
I'm in common.
thank you for releasing me.
Why?
It's no problem.
What? No, what happened? Why? What? Why?
Are you
Why?
okay?
Uh,
Do you need anything? Food, water?
am quite hungry, yes.
What happened?
What happened is a great question. I was on the abyssal plane minding my own business, and then, not.
Look
Found
at
myself in
Giovanni.
a cage.
I go, that feels bad. That feels really bad.
Oh, that is for
Giovanni.
sure really not fucking good. I'm gonna go up to my library and I'm gonna do some reading. It seems like you guys are fine here. There's food in the kitchen.
What's your name?
So Giovanni leaves, and the
What's gonna call you?
the Drake looks at you and says, well, I haven't previously gone by a name in mortal tongue.
What do you want to be called?
Are you also Neener?
I don't know what that is, but I don't think the sound of it is entirely fitting for me. What is
about
it?
Nanner?
How about Nooner? No, I don't say that.
I don't think that one. I don't think any of these work for me personally.
Edgar? Vincent.
Vincent. Ooh, I do like the name Vincent.
Wait.
What about Spock?
Wait. Ben. Wait. Ben.
Vincent.
Hi. We'll try that. We'll try that for now. Hi, Vincent. I'm
Oh,
Rev.
Rev.
Can I show you to the kitchen for some
Jeffrey isn't-
food?
I
I
would
can't promise we'll
love
have
that.
what you want, but like normally there's at least cookies.
I'm not entirely sure what a cookie is, but
I love them.
okay.
You're gonna
Are
love
Rev and this
Delightful.
Drake talking in common? Because Rev doesn't speak Draconic.
I
It
don't.
speaks common. It's
I'm
able to
speaking
communicate
common.
with you.
But it couldn't read the thing in common. Oh, it just doesn't read common?
It doesn't read common.
Oh, okay.
So I'll take Vincent the abyssal Drake to the kitchen and feed it some cookies.
Cool. You see, he looks at the door.
And I'll like show him like how to dunk his Oreos in milk, and, like that. All of
Yeah,
that.
do the doors like kind of the doorways stretch and elongate to fit the Drake, and then like
no,
go back to their...
he fully is like, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to manage this. Let me. And it takes. I'm gonna be honest with you. It takes him like 15 minutes to get through one of the doorways because his wings like don't really fit, and he's like, "This."
I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
The house wasn't really meant, but we can.
I cast
I'm sure
guidance on him
Giovanni
to
will-
try to help him.
Guidance?
Yes.
It's a natural one. This is a dexterity check. Yeah, he's fully just stuck in the door at some point. Jeffrey comes through and is like, "Oh, yes.
Jeffrey, can you help? I just want to get him some cookies.
I can. Apologies, my friend, for this.
His name's Vincent.
Vincent.
Today,
Yes,
that he wants to try it.
Try it. Vincent's a great name. I like it. Suits you. Thank you. I hate role-playing. Two characters talking to one another. This is the worst.
The best. I love it.
Allow me. And you watch as Jeffrey like puts his fingers to his temple and reaches out and just touches Vincent on the head, and you see this like gossamer strand of like almost like a spider web sort of like loop lazily out as if caught on like a gust of air and land on Vincent's head. And as it does, Vincent sort of like cocks his head to one side and is like, "Oh, interesting. Okay, let me..." and you watch as he begins to shift and almost shrink down into the visage of a young elf with jet black hair and dark eyes.
Is he cute?
I was
he's
about
got
to ask that.
he has like very dark skin and like his hair is sort of like curly and short. He's like wearing like, you know, like nice. He's not. So it's interesting. Even though he is elven, he and Jeffrey could not be more like different in the way that they have chosen to appear. Where he's dressed like very beautifully, and you know, like he's wearing these gold rings and has like a necklace and earrings. Whereas Jeffrey is like very like clean cut, sort of like standard, like almost like British butler vibes. He's very, very handsome. Yeah. He's got like a closely trimmed beard. Well, this...
Okay, in my head, this is the boyfriend from What a Girl Wants.
And I was about to say, Azada's kid. She's not dead.
Next to like the stuffy dad, like the Colin Firth stuffy dad. That's the like punk rock leather pants next to.
GM,
Yes.
do we all know that this is an abyssal drake? Like that's now we're all aware of that.
Yeah, I think that at this point you guys would know more or less what Vincent is.
Would we? Well, Al is curious.
Yeah.
Being someone who's tied an abyssal,
Mhm.
that's one of the languages that he does know. He is curious at this abyssal drake, and out of his mouth, this all of a sudden becomes a strange guttural tone, and I want to speak abyssal to this elf now, and kind of say, "Where do you hail? Are you ally of the plane of good?"
You speak my native tongue.
I speak many tongues from around off this plane.
I confess that I am not familiar with this plane, but I don't bear you any ill will. I do bear a significant will of and interest in violence unto those who captured me, but I owe you a debt of gratitude, and I will not easily forget that. So
Was that in common or abyssal?
this is in abyssal. So suddenly you hear this like
okay.
these very like sort of like rasping and like harsh sounds are coming out of both Alistar and Vincent's mouth. It's like very jarring, right? Like compared to all of the languages that you guys have heard, like this is a very
Less
like
jarring than Corn and I screeching back and forth in Draconic.
Yes, Draconic. Despite being the language of dragons, there is there is a beauty to the language in its own right. Abyssal is very grating and rough, and like if you don't speak it, I think it still sends chills down your spine just because like that's what it does.
And
After the transition, Rev would just it's just gonna like blink at him and be like, "Oh, hello."
Pleasure to meet you, Reverie.
I nudge Rev. I'm like, he's too old for you.
Why do you have to assume that about everything?
I need Rev. Come on.
So,
I said hello. Now that I can shake his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you date him then?
You mentioned cookies.
She blushes.
I am curious.
Yes, cookies. And I take him to the kitchen and I'm like,
Wonderful.
so normally Giovanni has homemade ones, but I might have eaten them all earlier. Sorry about it. But he normally keeps, and I like rustle through the pantry for like store-bought cookies or whatever. And I'm
There
like,
are
and they're
also-
really good if you dunk them.
There are fully like 3 dozen more cookies that have been made over the course of the day, like sitting
Oh,
out. Well, he's fully
awesome. And
restocked,
we just end up with a smorgasbord of snack food.
perfect.
And if you put the peanut butter on the Oreo, amazing.
An Oreo. Ooh, it's like a tiny sandwich. Ooh, a tiny sweet sandwich.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Just in the
And
milk.
so you just try dunking it. It's really good. Try it with peanut butter. Really good. People are going to ask you if you like the stuff or the cookies and how you eat them. So, like, try some options. Some people twist, some
With
people
my
fold.
mouth. The obvious answer is that I eat it with my mouth.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
confused by
You'll
that.
understand over time.
I feel like, the Abyssal Plane gets a bad rap, but I do think that there is a simplicity to it that is... I feel like I have a lot to learn. And we will end our session with with a lot of you sitting around the table sort of explaining various parts of like...
Explaining how to eat an Oreo.
Yeah, how you're teaching this like very powerful young Abyssal Drake how to eat Oreos. And we'll wrap tonight's session with you guys doing that, and also with the knowledge that when Giovanni comes back from his study, hopefully with some information on whatever that insignia is, or some indication that there is definitely a criminal organization that has knowledge of who you are, and 2 members who may or may not have survived, unclear, who have seen your faces and have made an attempt on Giovanni's life, out there potentially looking for you. And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Curiouser and curiouser indeed.
Man, Corey is obsessed with this Drake.
I think that Rev and
This is
Azad
so
might also
cool.
be obsessed.
Rev and
with
Azad
Drake.
might also be obsessed with
This is a
Drake.
different obsession.
A different type of obsession.
Patchwork, while they cannot comprehend the idea of disappointment, something is sad in them that they were not able to draw this Drake.
Alzer's
I'm
100%.
Sure he'll transition back again, and you'll get a chance.
It's like this little fall when it changed. Like,
Oh, just like the wings just like droop.
Oh no.
Alzer totally does not. Is suspicious of anything from the abyss and is keeping an eye on. He was totally like in a shadow, just hanging out while you guys all do your thing. But now he's kind of zeroed in.
Are you here to tell me that last night we weren't hanging out with Jeffrey, we were hanging out with Vincent? You bitch!
Sometimes there are things that you just don't get to know the answer until a later date.
Fuck off.
Oh, yeah, I actually can't. Oh, am I allowed to talk to Katie about this?
I haven't told you anything about this either.
We talked about some things the other night.
We talked about some things. This is a different.
This is a new
thing.
wrinkle
This is
to
a
this
different
thing.
thing?
But
This is a
Also,
whole
this
new
all
wrinkle.
sounds like
Talking
a
about things.
Tuesday
I get to hear
thing.
things too.
Yeah.
This is a
Or
yeah.
a
this is-
Monday thing.
this
sounds
is a
like
Monday thing.
Monday.
yeah, we'll talk about this on Monday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll talk about
All right,
Monday.
fine. We'll talk about this on
Y'all
Monday.
have to come back on Monday to know what Zach and Ben talked about.
So, without further ado, those of you that are not Katie, Zeki, and myself, where can folks find you? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. My name is Omar, aka the Tail Weaver. You can find me right before this stream, being the GM for. Why am I having brain fart? Origin, a Galactic Odyssey, which is a Starfinder stream on A Tale of D20s. So you can find everything me on my personal That's So Omar or the A Tale of D20s company at A Tale of D20s, where we do many shows, and we're going to have an up-and-coming campaign, Descent into the Void campaign dose, as well as other new shows like Storyboard and Should Have Had a D8. It should be a raving good time. So check us out at ataleod20s.com.
Yeah.
Alex, I'm gonna pick on you. You're going
Yeah,
next.
just tell me what to do, please.
Yeah.
I'm Alex. You can find me at the Alex Emond, which is my Insta and Twitter handle, or thealexemond.com.
I'm gonna assume based
Yeah.
on directions
we'll
that
just
I'll
go-
that
or,
I'll
sorry,
go
we'll
next.
this way. Yeah.
We should roll for initiative for plugs next time. I'm just saying.
We'll do
like,
that.
Oh,
We'll do
that'd
that.
be fun.
Oof,
Yes,
like,
please.
oh, who gets to go? Please locate me on the tubes under the handle I am Rachel Quirky. Here, Twitter, Insta, da. I stream on my channel, I am Rachel Quirky, every Tuesday and Wednesday morning. Yeah, just connect with me. Say hi, whatever. It's cool. We're keep me company.
Do it.
How do you say no to an invitation like that?
Truly. I'm here on Tuesdays. Sometimes I join them on Mondays, and this is really the only place I am. If you really want to follow my random ramblings about work and ADHD and sometimes Frisbee and yada yada, you can find me on Twitter at Randerson. But I'm here.
Cool.
Sweet. And then, Katie, what's
Katie.
going on for the rest of the week?
Yeah, the rest of the week. Okay, so today's Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We don't have anything tomorrow. Thursday, Maddie is doing a solo Call of Cthulhu adventure, which is going to be very cool and very
Super
fun.
excited to check that out.
And then Friday is our Opera House finale, which 2-3 of you are in.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday and Sunday, we are learning how to cook and doing D&D class-inspired meals with our friend Wolfgang, who's a professional chef, who will go over tips and tips and tricks on cooking and all your culinary questions, etc. And then Ben and I get to eat yummy food, and you get to watch us. We actually, it was sweet. Last time we did a little bit of like a family dinner where we all just kind of like kept the chat on, and we were chatting to people and eating food, and it's actually really nice. So hopefully you'll join for that as well.
Yeah, it's a good time.
And on that note,
we will see you all
Soon.
very soon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then keep an eye out. We post our weekly schedule on like
Twitter.
on Twitter.
You should
Usually
start doing that on
Sundays.
Instagram too.
We probably should. I don't
Yeah.
have the access, like the login info for our Instagram, so
I
need
don't
to-
either,
Yeah.
actually.
All right. Anyway, we got some behind the scenes
To our
work.
Gmail. Okay.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Talk to you later.
Good night, everybody.